Let's put that there. Hey, Dudbun, how's it going? Just getting everything all set up over here. Let's see. Let's go back here. Boring Sunday. Well, sometimes having it be boring is good, though, because it means nothing bad's happening. That's okay, though, because now we've got something to do for a couple of hours. Ugh. Hey, Carbon, how's it going? Still getting ready here. Just waiting out the intro, because it's practically tradition at this point. I can't play the game without the intro playing through the whole thing. Well, I'm glad it's been relaxing. It's been relaxing for me, too. What did I do today? I went outside and sat in the sun. Well, technically this was last night, but it also carried into this morning. I shaved off all of my facial hair. My beard and my mustache are gone. My source of power is gone, but if it means that I can stay a little bit cooler in this warm pre-summer weather, then I'll take it. Good. Glad you're doing good, Carbon. So I got a little sun. I probably shedded a couple of pounds worth of hair. Not necessarily that much, but I'm exaggerating a little bit there. And now we're here doing this. So let me go get the controller and we'll get started. One of these days I'm going to pull the controller out of the charging plug there and throw it at the other end of it on the floor, and the end of it that was stuck in the controller is going to hit the reset button on the PS4, and I'm going to be a sad panda. Alright, off we go. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Persona 5 the Stream Edition. Today I said I would try a new intro, and I forgot it right about there, so let me give it a shot. Hello, my chromatics. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. We're gonna keep the old one. Welcome back to Persona 5 the Stream Edition. Last time we took care of all the rest of our requests in Mementos and took a look at all of the personas that we will be able to make later, and the persona that we are making or have made for money grinding later on in the game that will serve us well for the rest of the game. And this time we're all done in here, other than winners don't use cheats, which we can't do anything about because it's one of those things where, excuse me, we need to change the target's cognition in real life before we can change it in Mementos. So we'll have to figure that out. But first, we have a trip to go on with the school to Hawaii, and in use case Los Angeles. It might grow on me, Dudbun. You never know. It might grow on me, so we'll see. I'll give it another shot. I don't know. It just seems so silly coming out of my mouth. But then again, when have I ever been known to be super serious, right? So let's head back. Yep, let's go home, regroup, and pack our bags if we haven't already. Because tomorrow we get on an airplane and fly away home. Well, fly away on vacation. After doing a bunch of other stuff there. Oh, and yeah, of course, the main thing that we got out of this whole deal, other than, dealing with standard mooks, is we also have taken care of Kawakami's request there. So now when she gets back from Hawaii, she's going to get a nice little surprise in her mailbox, I'm sure. About the Takase's not blackmailing her, extorting her anymore. Yeah, I guess it isn't Welcome Back Wolfpack, is it? I don't know. It seems like streamers all have sort of a thing where they like... They kind of have like almost like a group, like a name for their group or something like that, you know? So it's... I just got the impression that maybe when Dreamwalker subscribed yesterday, I got the impression where I should be like, well, maybe I should think about doing that. And I had been thinking about that previously as well, but I don't know. It just seems silly, but maybe we'll try it again and we'll see if it's just as silly if I do it with repeated use. Anyway. Right, so we just need to change his heart out in the real world. Well, change his cognition in the real world so we can change his heart in Mementos. A skilled player, huh? Oh, really? Wow, really? Don't you mean unorthodox methods? Okay, well, he's got to be in an arcade somewhere in this city, so we'll figure it out. Okay, well, when we get back from Hawaii, I'll see if I can gather some intel on the king at the different arcades. There's only a couple of different arcades around the city. There's the one on Central Street, and then there's one in Akihabara, so I'm sure somebody will be able to tell us who the king is. Well, obviously you haven't watched a lot of YouTube or Twitch there, have you, Morgana? Although, technically, you know, you don't have your own phone, so that would be kind of difficult. Okay, yeah, we'll see if we can find him. Real question, Morgana, is why isn't your mouth moving? Hey. Okay, yeah, I guess that's true. Conforming to the norm would kind of be a... Well... Yeah, it's not really something that I've done so far, so maybe it'll become the norm around here later on, or maybe it won't. Either way, I'm cool with it. Oh, you had a lot of customers today, huh, boss? Okay, I guess we've got some dishes to clean before we go on our school trip.
Yo.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Oh, okay. Okay, sounds good, Futaba. That is a good question, I guess. But what if they flee the country so that they can escape from their crimes? Isn't that kind of... Oh, well, okay. I guess that's true. Also true. Again, also true. Probably a complex issue. Although it doesn't really concern Sojiro, so... If it's the school's responsibility. I mean, I could get you like a scratching post or something there, Morgana, but I get the feeling that would only exacerbate the issues you're dealing with right now.
Hey.
Okay, well, we should have been having this conversation previously with him, but I guess we can ask him if something's wrong. Because, I mean, like... I guess he was kind of feeling down, and then he was back up again, and now he's back down again, so I guess we'll see if something else is wrong. Well, you know, we should talk about it before I leave, because then I'll be gone for 5 days, and you won't be able to talk about it with anybody except Futaba. Spoilers, he doesn't talk about it with Futaba. Unusual Mona. Not himself, Mona. Oh shit, my phone! Yeah, I'm sure we'll all be good. Bring us something back to remember Los Angeles by there. Right, yep, just text us. We'll have our phones available. It's not like we're going up on a snowy mountain where we won't have service. Later. What, no snappy comeback, Morgana? Are you deep in thought? Well, I'm gonna worry about you regardless, especially if you tell me not to worry about you. Yeah, it's tomorrow, but I'm still worrying about you. Hello? So yeah, if you... He's all gloomy and stuff, but if you touch stuff that you're not normally, like... If you go to your box or if you go to your houseplant or whatever, he's his normal, usual self because they didn't program him to be gloomy in those scenes at this point either. Yeah, that's all it needs to be. He just needs to talk to me. Well, it doesn't matter if I oversleep. We're not leaving until tomorrow night anyway. We don't gotta be at the airport till probably like the middle of the afternoon. Well, he was gonna talk. Let's go talk to him and see if he'll talk since he said, hey, never mind. Okay, now you got me curious. Feels like he can't talk to me, and that's not good. Alright, well, he's not going to talk to us, so let's just go to bed. Get ready for the trip tomorrow. Wonder if this is Saizo's or anybody's in the groups, really. First time on a plane. Be an interesting experience, I'm sure. I don't know, man. The first time I was on a plane was when I was like 3, so it never really bothered me all that much. Literally from the airport in about 3 hours. No promises. Well, I'm sure you would have looked after Morgana anyway, even if I didn't ask you to do that. Later, boss. Is there a bug in the couch? We don't even know what our next job is here, buddy. Well, I honestly, I should say I almost forgot about that given how weird you've been for the past few days, but I feel like if I say that, he's gonna be like, what's wrong with you? But I suppose I could say right back at you, buddy. So. No, I'm worried about you. That's why I almost forgot about it. So when we go to Hawaii, is it going to flash back to daytime again?
So sleepy.
Did you not sleep?
It'll take over 6 hours to get there, so why not sleep on the plane?
Best way to do it.
I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's almost time to check in.
You guys haven't checked in yet? You're already past the check-in, the screening area. So how did that... Well, whatever.
Looks like it's gonna take off on time.
Good, because that would never happen in real life.
I feel like a lot of flights headed to America tend to run late or get canceled.
I can't tell if that's a rib against the United States or if it's just a rib against airplanes in general and air companies.
Is it just me, or is Ryuji not here yet?
No, he's always a last-minute Charlie here, so...
Ah.
There he is.
I wasn't expecting to make a mad dash like this.
Well, you wouldn't have had to if you actually packed and did everything on time like the rest of us.
Coming late even on a day like this? That's all you're bringing?
Well, it's only 4 nights, right? Ain't it enough?
Honestly, though, I'm with Ryuji on that one. I usually pack light when I'm going on vacation because if I have to, I'll just do laundry. No big deal. Yeah, it'll be fun either way.
Yeah, that.
Well, I guess so.
I mean, how much clothing do we actually need in Hawaii? Most of the time, we're just gonna have our swim trunks on anyway, so. Oh, okay. Thanks,
Why don't
Mishima.
we take a group shot before we take off?
It's not a bad idea.
Oh, sounds good.
Whose phone are we taking it on? Oh, mine? Okay, fine.
Let me join in too.
Everybody jump in, squeeze in real tight.
All right.
You're gonna have to squeeze in tighter than this. I don't have panoramic view on this phone, especially not in portrait mode. Here we go.
Where am I supposed to look?
At my hand, Makoto.
Let me see. Let me see.
There you go. He probably didn't wipe the sand out of his eyes when he was done sleeping.
Holy shit, she's right.
How could you tell, Futaba?
He was, yeah. Ah, so you bugged my phone too, huh? Why am I not surprised? Yep, looking right at you. Well, that is true.
Talk about a nasty trick.
He's a cool guy in this game. I like him too. He's not my... Well, I shouldn't say that, I guess. The thing about it is that the Persona 3 female protagonist and the Persona 5 protagonist are about even for me. I personally relate the most to the Persona 4 protagonist, and I think that's honestly kind of why I like... part of why I like the game so much. So that's how that goes. Well, yeah, somebody... I mean, even without Futaba's little thing there, technically all of us are watching them, so...
I'm so glad she's not an enemy of ours.
She would make things a little difficult if she was. I have an incidental conversation to have about her being an enemy, but I don't want to say anything while the story cutscene's about to happen here, so I'm just going to let it go for a minute and not say much. Good lord, that's a packed jet.
May I have some iced coffee? Coming right up.
You don't need iced coffee, Anne. We're going to Hawaii. Look at the sunshine.
On our initial descent into Hawaii, we ask that you please return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelts are safely.
What, first time seeing Hawaii, Ryuji? He's like a kid in a candy store, man.
So, how long will you be staying?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I have no idea though.
Maybe you should have listened a little better when they talked about the school trip.
The tropical air.
Hi, aloha.
Aloha!
You can find your buses that way.
Sweet.
Damn, you speak Japanese?
Well, yeah, he is kind of like a tour guide.
Whoa, I see it! The diamond thing! Oh man! The ocean is so blue!
Yeah, he literally is a kid in a candy store here. Like, come on, man. Have you never seen a beach before? Well, I guess it is different, though, in Hawaii. Maybe they're seeing the other side of the Pacific Ocean and stuff, you know? It is nice, though. It's a nice little trip that they've got planned here. I can't even imagine how much it costs the school to have all their students go here, but it's probably good for all of the students, so... Eh.
Yes, we're here! Hawaii!
I am so embarrassed.
What? We don't know anybody here, Anne. Come on.
Is this the smell of Hawaii?
No, this is the smell of a hotel room, Ryuji.
Actually, I've been wondering since the airport, but what is this smell?
Yeah, when do we meet Professor Kukui?
Supposedly the lingering scent of carpet cleaner. It's coconut scented.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plus, I'd say the scent of plumeria for the lays are amplifying the tropical atmosphere here.
You know a lot about the inner workings of Hawaii hotel rooms, Mishima. Are you sure you've never been here before?
What are you, the king of random facts?
He probably would be good on Jeopardy.
I'm the type that likes to look up stuff beforehand.
Yeah, I agree. Me too, Mishima. I get
Then,
that.
Tell me a cheap but good place to eat.
Do that after we figured out room assignments. We can't go out until we get our keys.
Okay, then we'll see
I
who
wanna room
we're
with this guy.
booking with. We're rooming with here. Oh, okay, I guess we're rooming with
You belong to a different
Ryuji.
class, Sakamoto-kun.
Never mind.
I can't.
It complicates roll call.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of bullshit, but okay, fine.
Everyone butts you out after all.
Damn, dude.
I bet there aren't many people who'd be okay rooming with you.
I wonder who does end up rooming with Ryuji. I don't think we ever find out. Probably because we don't know anybody in his
We both
class.
stick out like a sore thumb, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, you both do have non-dark hair, so...
Takamaki-san, have you decided on which room to stay in?
Oh, it's those kids that wanted her to teach her English, right?
No, not yet. In that case, how about rooming with me?
And if it's okay with you, do you want to walk around together once we're free to go about? You've
Sounds
never
like you're
had
popular.
overseas before, so we thought it'd be reassuring if we had someone who knows English.
Or they're just using you for your English-speaking talents. Either way.
Oh, sure, of course. Well, see you guys later.
Break a leg, Anne. Not literally, though. That would be a ton of
Come
insurance
on,
money for
can
the
you
school.
Just hurry up and make your decision.
What decision? I thought he didn't have a...
okay if I
Oh,
room
you're
with
talking to Mishima and I. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's room with Mishima. That's fine.
It's decided then.
Anyway, don't do anything stupid, okay? This isn't Japan, you know.
Man, they must have sent her like a really bad extortion thing right before we left or something like that, that she's in such a pissy mood. That or she just didn't sleep on the plane. I would totally get that. Jet lag does that to people. You mean I can't room with Makoto? What is this bullshit?
So this is Waikiki.
There sure are a ton of people here.
Honestly, though, I mean, Dudbun did say something about when do we meet Professor Kukui. Thinking about it, this kind of does remind me of Mele Mele Beach, if that's even the correct pronunciation for the first island in Sun and Moon. Like, just the strip here with the buildings in the background, it does sort of remind me of it.
And a lot of tall buildings like hotels.
Well, it is a popular resort spot,
It's a
Ryuji,
little
so...
too clean here. Feels like an artificial resort.
What do you want, to go out into Jurassic Park or something? That's like thousands of miles away from here.
Still, look how clear the ocean is.
The palm trees.
You can make them, Dudbun, that's fine. If you want to, go ahead, I'll allow it.
I thought On was pretty impressive, but compared to the foreign ladies? Nah.
Damn, dude, that's cold.
Then stop looking.
Okay, wait, on the beach trip in the cutscene, you were like, how do you like me now, huh? And you were ribbing him while basically pressing your boobs up against his rock-hard washboard abs. Now, you need him to stop looking at you. Like, hold on.
You think so too, don't you?
Double
Like,
entendre
these
here.
ladies are massive, unlike the girls in Japan.
Okay, Ryuji, oh my god. I'm not even looking at those people. When am I ever gonna see them again, dude? They're tourists just like us. We're gonna go our separate ways in 5 days. I'm not interested.
I'm gonna rip out that tongue of yours.
Moving on. Take a look over there. Isn't that Diamond Head?
What is Diamond Head
I
anyway?
saw it from the
Oh,
bus,
the
too.
is it the mountain or the cliff face over there?
Why is it called that? Are diamonds a local product?
Probably not.
Wouldn't it say online?
True. Anybody have their phones? Oh, I guess they all do. Okay, wait. I both want to know and really don't want to know where Anne and Makoto are keeping theirs, especially if they're going swimming. God, I hope they have waterproof cases. Like, holy cow. Good question, Carbon. What do guys say when they're on the beach and suddenly get kicked in the you-know-whats?
Wait, people long ago mistook volcanic rock for it? That F?
Might as well look up recommended places in Waikiki too.
Oh, God. Okay. Well...
Oh, right. I wanted to eat pancakes.
You want pancakes in Hawaii?
I wonder if there are any online recommendations of scenic spots.
If you want me to... I don't even know if this is going to show up on the mic, but hold on, Carbon. Here, let me see. Did the facepalm show up? I think it did. I did it loud enough, so I hope it did.
We should check for cheap and popular restaurants then.
Okay, I mean, that works. You can get some
Hey,
shrimp
we're on our
combos.
phones and chatting.
Okay,
It's no
good, it did.
different from when we're in Japan.
Well, all of you guys recommended
Even
that we
if
do
we're overseas,
this.
We can see all the news in Japan if we got our phones. It's like, this ain't what I was expecting.
I mean, we could have no service, and then we could all be like fish out of water here.
We should do something that's more Hawaii-like.
Okay, and what do you
What's
recommend?
Hawaii like?
Hula dancing?
That sounds fun. Let's go do
I
that.
ain't down for that.
Aw, damn it. I want to learn to fire dance before I leave here. I have to do that in 4 days. That's a
Take a
tall
breather.
order.
Oh, by the way, you know how the polls for the fan site rankings started, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
It's been really lively, huh?
People have been voting a ton on it.
I'm the one who made the website, but even I'm surprised. I can't believe I'm part of such a huge thing. I'm so glad I've been rooting for the Phantom Thieves.
Well, you're doing good, Mishima. I'm glad you're doing all
Hear about
this.
Akechi, that detective against the thieves? The good-looking one.
You mean the one that's on the list right
His
now?
popularity plummeted after Medjet was dealt with. Supposedly his official blog's up in flames.
He had an official blog? Okay.
He posed as some hero of justice, but that's what he gets for not seeing eye to eye with them.
See, again, I don't agree, Mishima. I think that him not seeing eye to eye with us is fine because it creates discourse and it creates talk. And talk creates publicity, and publicity in any capacity, good or bad for us, is good publicity. So,
To be blunt, I can't focus on this trip. I keep thinking about the Phantom Thieves.
well, I was wondering why you were sitting here dressed in your cargo pants in Hawaii. Why don't we both have, like, shorts on at
Don't
this
you think
point?
about
Like,
them too?
I know we're in probably an air-conditioned hotel room, but we're probably dying. Like, I know I'd be. Without it getting, like, the air conditioner just getting blown up, basically, in the middle of the night. Yeah, I guess I do
Sure,
think about it.
calm. Something this amazing rarely happens, you know?
Well, it's just a bunch of people telling us their opinions. Just because they're telling us what they want to know doesn't mean that we're going to follow everything they say. We're not beholden to the public, Mishima. We do things our own way.
But then again, I think I'm feeling a bit tired too.
We did do a lot, plus all of the ocean air probably did us some good in terms of our sleepiness.
Let's go to bed. Good night.
Alright, good night, but I don't know about you. I'm going to take a shower first. I need to get the sand out of my ears. How did I get sand in my ears? Don't ask. Because I don't know. Too much rolling around on the beach, probably. Well, yeah, probably a bunch of schools took the trip at the same time. Well, if we went outside more, I'm sure that would happen. I don't know about you guys, I got plenty of money to enjoy that atmosphere. And you guys would know, wouldn't you, considering you saw me do the money grinding? Hey, Conker, how's it going? Didn't get a lot of sleep last night? Oh, good lord. Well, you don't have to do it overseas, Makoto. You could have just told him to shut up and keep his eyes on the road. Okay, well then let's go find something to do. Yes, scuba diving and hula dancing would both be fantastic, man. I want to go do both of those things. But we only have like 3 days to do it now, so... Really? Wow, our school sucks.
By the way,
Lots of talk about the fan site, yeah. All fan site all the time. Even in Hawaii, that's all Mishima thinks about. Well, we are a global name now, Ryuji, so... Just finished sweeping and mopping the house. That sounds like a big old chore, man, but I totally get you. That's what I did last Sunday. And that's why I wasn't streaming last Sunday, even though I was free the whole day. We did a lot of cleaning in this house. We've still got more to do, but it's like 90% done, so... Yep. Why? To start doing more thieving stuff? We still don't even have our target yet. Excuse me. Sometimes I wonder that myself, man. Yeah, we're on vacation, people. Let's go do something vacation-like. Yusuke? What on earth are you doing here? Did your plane get, like, grounded or something? Also, where's your swimsuit, dude?
Hold on a sec.
Yeah, how are you, huh? Yeah, nani?
To tell the truth,
Oh, there's a storm on the west coast. Well, that's not good. I wonder if that storm has anything to do with a different Shin Megami Tensei game. Perhaps they're hinting at Persona 6? No, more than likely, actually, what they're hinting at is Persona Q2. But, yeah, that's neither here nor there, because they haven't said anything about that game yet, so... Oh, we'll be doing some events with Mishima pretty soon there, Conker, once we get back from the school trip. But yeah, no research today, just Hawaii. So they just grounded you guys here, huh? Well, I guess the band's all back together this way, so... Well, I hope not, because he's here now, Ryuji. Think about what you just said. Oh my god. It's not my fault that a rain cloud follows me over my head everywhere I go, you know? Oh, okay, gotcha, Conker. Which reference there, Dudbun? I must have missed something. Oh, did she? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do. We need to go look for some souvenirs. Okay, I guess we're all going shopping then. Well, I said a scratching post, but again, I don't think that's really gonna help. Oh, the storm in LA? Gotcha. Yeah, it's likely not a reference to anything right now in the game. They'll probably, like I said, reference it back in Persona Q2, which is... It's like a side game. It's a spin-off of the spin-off, which is a spin-off of the spin-off of the spin-off, I think. Because there was Megami Tensei, then Shin Megami Tensei, then Shin Megami Tensei Persona, and then Persona Q. So that's 4 spin-offs. Spin-offception times 3, I guess. It's complicated. Anyway, let's go shopping. Take our minds off of that, because it would just be confusing. Yeah, it's a global chain restaurant, so... Probably.
That reminds me.
Oh, aren't they the guys that own... Yeah, own Big Bang Burger. Oh, is it? There's a dude named Okumura at the top of our rankings? Really? No, Shin Megami isn't the original Megami. There was Megami Tensei on the NES, and then Shin Megami Tensei on, I think, the Super Nintendo. So it was kind of like Mega Man versus Mega Man X situation, where they were like, hey, a new console, let's release a different version. And then they, yeah, the series is very confusing, Deadbuns, so... Yeah, spin-offception, exactly. Well, that's because you check your phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okumura Foods, so they're the ones that own Big Bang Burger? More info, please. Well, yeah, I mean, consider how many times I've been to Big Bang Burger. Well, I guess that's not true. I've only been there 3 times. We'll be going there a lot more in the coming weeks. So, what's probably nothing? And what kind of rumor? Oh, really? They better not be driving Steak and Shake out of business. I'll shaft that guy with my own 2 hands. Lead pipe down his throat. I love Steak and Shake, man. Yes, Yusuke has revealed himself. No, not a whole lot else. They referenced the storm in LA, so that we don't know what that's going to be a part of, but it'll probably come up in other Persona games, so not a whole lot. Well, if you want to be a prosecutor like her and take the path society says for you to take, then sure, of course they'd rub off on you.
Oh, yeah.
It's that intuition that's going to make you a good police officer, Makoto. Okay, but should we do it by Big Bang Burger, or shouldn't we take it on the beach? Yeah, I can take the photo. We'll just do it like last time. I'll just send it to everybody's pictures. Well, I was going to be in it. I was just going to turn the phone sideways, but if you don't want me to be in it, then
Yes.
fine. I don't know what that means, Yusuke. You can make sure the composition's well balanced when you paint this damn thing. Everybody say aloha. Maybe. That wouldn't work, would it? Say Waikiki? That would work. Hey Tom Tobor, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Garlic burger's good. Yeah, I haven't branched out too much for Steak and Shake's burgers there. I pretty much have stuck with the traditional beef burger and then a milkshake. So I got to try more of their stuff the next time I go, because there isn't a Steak and Shake in the area here. The closest one that I know of is in Florida, and I'm like 12 hours, no, more than 12 hours, like 18 hours of nonstop driving from here to Florida. So I won't be trying their other burgers anytime soon. Yeah, oh, Pikachu, wrong app. Oh, Pokemon Go. It's spread everywhere. Oh, for souvenirs? Okay. Sure, let's hang out over there and see if we can find some souvenirs. Can we take off our school clothes, though, please? I want to hang out in my shorts. Like, just put a shirt over it if need be. Like, come on, we're all here. I would be dying in these clothes. Like, I know we're in the shade, but it's got to be, like, 90 degrees out there. So. Well, we are right on top of a saltwater ocean, Ryuji, so, and they probably put more sodium in it to make sure that it stays, you know, stays good for longer. Yeah, just turn the other camera on and be like, well, smile. And just, like, zooming out. What the hell?
Sorry.
Okay. Then I guess it's just us. So then what should we do?
By the way,
I don't know. They could just be, you know, common thieves that are actually in the area that we're gonna have to worry about. Yeah, it'd be pretty freaking crazy, man.
I see.
You want me to do legwork on vacation? Why?
yeah, let's go.
Well, I guess we gotta wait around anyway.
I should write
So this gives us an opportunity to save here, so that's what we'll do. Team Skull. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I got no bones with you. Yeah, I don't know, Dudbun. I figure if they have, because the shirts that they have on, the polos, well, in Ryuji's case, no, it doesn't work, but you can pick Ryuji out of a crowd pretty easily by his red shirt there. But they have the Shujin Academy logo on their polo, and in Yusuke's case, he probably has the Kosei Highs logo on his somewhere. So just wear your shorts and sandals and actually look like you're on the beach instead of this. Like, look, this dude's got the right idea. He's got sandals and just his bathing suit on. Like, that's why we're here, man. Oh, are ya? Good question. No clue. Apparently so. Well, it's only one dude, Ryuji. Like, let's slow down now. So, we have Star Tropic Syndrome basically going on now. You have to talk to everybody before Makoto and Ann will get back.
Whoa.
I'm just wondering if you knew who they were, that's all. Anybody else over here? There is this lady over here. Hello. No? Well, that's okay. You could think of them that way, yeah. We're almost, I guess, almost mythological figures. We're folk heroes, essentially. Okay, I think that's it, because now, oh. She looks kind of familiar. I was gonna say, I think Ann and Makoto are gonna come back, but no, not quite. Yeah, lots of trainers, lots of experience to be going around here. Though it does beg the question, out of the three of us, here's my question for all of you, to get you thinking a little bit. Out of the three of us, which Alolan starter would each of these party members have? Who would Yusuke get, who would Ryuji get, and who would Saizo get? Just based on what you know about them from watching the stream through so far, what starter do you think they'd get? I'll give you a minute to think about it before we go chat with the mystery lady here. Think Yusuke would get Rowlet? Okay. Okay, I think I agree with that, honestly. Let's see what everybody else thinks. protagonist for Rowlet. Okay. I think Rowlet's kind of, to be honest with you, the hardest one to pick for people, because Decidueye is sort of like, he's the most thief-like out of the 3 Alolan starters, I think. So it's difficult to place Rowlet, but kind of I think once you place Rowlet, you can kind of go from there and be a little easier. So yeah, I agree with you there, Tom Tobor. I think Ryuji would definitely get Litten there. So you think the protagonist would get Popplio? Okay. Honestly, I think to be completely honest with you, I think I'm gonna go with what Dudbun said there. I think I definitely think Ryuji would get Litten. It just seems to fit his personality. I'm gonna say Yusuke would get Popplio, and no, it's not just because of the blue shirt. It's because Popplio's kind of out there. It's more expressive than the other 3, I think. So I feel like that would fit Yusuke a little better. And then of course that means that protagonist Saizo would get Rowlet out of the bunch. So. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Dudbun. I mean, it's just, like I said, more of an expressive starter out of the 3. And I think at least we're all in agreement, sort of, with Ryuji getting Litten, though, right? Because I feel like that just fits him to a T, so... Well, okay, that was a fun little exercise, I think, so...
Hey.
Who, her? Again, I'm pretty sure she looks familiar, so... Yeah, Decidueye is kind of like a Robin Hood type of dealie, so... He even has a built-in bow and arrow, so that's pretty good. It is a wonder, though, that none of our party members have bows and arrows. It seems kind of like a weird touch. I mean, you'd think that one of us would have summoned Robin Hood, considering Robin Hood is a big-time, gentleman thief. I mean, it's an Americanized gentleman thief, or more, I guess a better way of saying it is it's a Europeanized gentleman thief, because it's from a European folktale, but then again, where was Captain Kidd from originally, so... Where was Johanna from originally, so it's not like it's out of the question, Well, we still got some sunlight left in the day. What about you? I mean, you gotta be heading back too, right? You heard him, huh? I think the whole airplane heard him. Oh, that's where I remember seeing her from. Yeah, she's the gardening girl. She was the one who was watering the plants outside of Shujin there. Oh, are you? Okay. Well, you can hang out with us for a little while. I mean, there you go. Anna and Makoto are coming back, so you'll have somebody to talk to. Oh. Okay. Yep, see you around, I guess. She seems rather aloof. I wonder why. Yeah, she had a portrait previously, but now she doesn't. That's a little weird, huh? Yeah, closest is Morgana with a slingshot. So I guess, I mean, that could be considered sort of like a bow, but nobody with an actual, like, bow and arrow as their main weapon. But, it's okay. Just something I noticed, that's all. Yeah, you're right, Dudbun. She did. She did have a portrait, but now she doesn't, so I wonder why. We've seen her around school previously. Actually, yeah, would you know who she is, Makoto, by any chance, or... No? Okay. Man, it's still the middle of the day. What happened to our free time? Also, by the way, there you go. I put on a little hula dance necklace there, so...
One after another, too.
I wonder what she
What
found.
did you find?
Still working, can't tell you.
Damn.
She can handle this without me.
Well, sure, but shouldn't you ask anyway, so... Yeah, I like that little touch on the loading screen, too. Maybe if you guys talk to each other a little more while this is all going on, you'd be able to agree with people. Like, and talk with each other instead of just being aloof. I think this is the only interaction that you see between Futaba and Morgana on the whole school trip, so... It's not really a good thing, I think. Oh, it's fine, Dudbun. I knew what you meant. No problem.
I'm basically useless.
Okay, slow your roll, Morgana. You are not basically useless.
Kitty, your mumbling's distracting me. If you got something to say, just spit it out.
Thank you.
It's nothing.
No, it's something. It's causing you to doubt yourself. Spit it out and talk to Futaba, for fuck's sake.
What were you
Let me go!
You feel so nice.
I do not!
So smooth and silky.
She's trying to tease it out of him.
It's kind of hard to believe fur this soft belongs to a human.
Don't make me say it again! I'm a human!
Yeah, she agrees with you, dude. Hello?
Wouldn't you just be assuming that? I had the wrong assumptions about my mom for the longest time.
Well, there is that.
That's not the same. I understand myself better than anyone!
Okay, fair enough. I'm not...
That's true.
I don't think she was disagreeing, so... She's trying to tease whatever's bothering you out of you, and you're not biting. Dude. Morgana needs to just spit it out, man.
More posts now. Oh, wow.
You need to stop checking your phone, man. We're on vacation.
Okumura Foods is rising very quickly up the rankings.
I thought he was at the top already. Ryuji said he was. Yeah, you're looking now?
Come on. You can't let this chance pass you by.
I would prefer if it did. I'm here to vacation, not to think about my job.
It's rumored that Okumura Foods exploits their employees.
Well, it's a fast food restaurant. What fast food restaurant doesn't exploit their employees? Hazing!
Underpaying staff to reduce labor costs.
Yeah, Mishima isn't in uniform either, so I don't know what it is with him and Ryuji not wanting to be in uniform. It's not like these polos are that bad, but I guess they're rebels, so... Yes, she does, Conquer. Yes, that is true, so... I wonder if he's not gonna like that from now on, considering... Or maybe he's like most cats where they're sort of passive-aggressive about it, and they're like, well, I don't want you to pet me, I don't want you to touch me at all, but then you get them on your lap, and they're like, oh, okay, this is fine. So, maybe he's more like a cat than we're thinking. What's up, Ryuji?
Why are you here?
And why not? It's not
Just
curfew
hearing
yet.
out. The guy I'm rooming with went and brought his girlfriend back to the room.
Oh, dude.
Felt totally awkward staying in there with him.
Yeah, I totally get that. My roommates, Well, actually, you know what? No, John's not here, so maybe it's better that I don't say anything. Let's protect his privacy a little bit. I get the feeling, though. That's the point.
Even though there are only 2 beds?
I could sleep in the chair.
Coming!
Just take that one, airplane pillow that they give you so you can sleep on the flight, and I'll just use it here. And who else could that be? Did you lock the door behind you, or...
Kamiki?
Anne? What are you doing here?
The girl I was sharing a room with took off to her boyfriend's room.
So now you're by yourself in there?
I know that feeling.
And she took the key. I
Oh.
stepped outside for just a second and the auto lock kicked in. I can't get back in my room.
Yeah, I can see why that's a problem.
Huh? You're looking at stuff online even over here?
That could be true, Conquer. That could be true. Maybe he's experiencing more cat-like behaviors and like exhibiting them because he's been a cat for what 5 months now or something. At least 5 months that we know about. So maybe he could be. That could be true.
Ever since the Medjet case, many people from overseas have been accessing the website.
Global phenomenon. I
Crazy?
think I've said it 5 times
Phantom
now.
Thieves are finally making their worldwide debut. What should I do about overseas requests?
I don't think we can go into Mementos and take care of overseas requests. I ain't flying to America just for that, dude.
I don't think we're the ones you should ask about that.
And it's okay. He knows who we are. It's fine.
They took down Medjet. I wonder who they'll bring justice to next.
Yeah, cat-like reflexes, Tom. Would he be more Carly? Well, first of all, facepalm counter 2. Second of all, I guess that would have to be one long-ass Mementos mission, wouldn't it?
It's not just Japan anymore. The whole world's waiting to see the Phantom Thieves' next move.
And again, can't tell you this enough. We gotta be careful, because who knows how much failure that could end in.
That reminds me, what time is it?
Evening. Whatever that means.
Oh, so sleepy. I'm feeling pretty pooped. You think this could be that jet lag thing?
I would think you would have almost been over it by now. We've been here a couple days.
It'll be too much hassle for me to go anywhere else. I'll just sleep in here tonight.
Okay, sure.
Wait, what? I don't know if that's a good idea.
What, are you... Don't come out of the restroom without a towel on, dude. It's not a big deal. Like, what the hell? Why am I surprised out of this? Usually I'm the calm one. Usually I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Don't worry, I trust you guys.
Well, I'm glad you trust us. I don't know if Ryuji trusts us.
I saw that one coming.
There are only 2 beds. Even if someone sleeps on the sofa.
I will sleep in the chair.
One of us is gonna have to sleep on the floor.
In the chair!
So who's that gonna be?
Why is everyone looking at Mishima? I get the feeling I know.
Oh, hey, playing cards. Why don't we use these to decide?
Is that... It looks like it says Uno, but it's too fuzzy for me to see it. So what, are we playing poker or something?
What?
Well, Ryuji's
All
on the
way
floor.
to Hawaii,
Damn.
And I'm stuck sleeping on the floor.
Well, he shouldn't... Maybe... Well, actually, no. He's kind of screwed either way, isn't he?
Hey, where'd Mishima go?
Good
In the
question.
bathroom.
Oh, okay. Did it say, wasn't he in the other bed?
The school trip.
I'm glad they at least gave Anne the bed, though. Who says chivalry's dead?
Shiho was really looking forward to this.
Well, she'll go on another one. She's with the other school now, right? So...
On.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring the mood down.
No, I mean, it's fine.
But it's already been almost 6 months since then, hasn't it? This all feels so strange.
Right? Hard to believe the rowdy kids at school are now famous all over the world.
Well, technically they're not. Their alter egos are, Ryuji. Let's not
Don't you think
mince
we still
words
have a
here.
lot to learn about each other, though?
Like,
You know,
what?
things like what kind of people we like. So, time to come clean, Ryuji.
Oh, boy.
Me?
Putting you on the spot.
Well... She's gotta have a good personality. I'm okay with anyone who's modest and nice.
What a fluffy answer.
What about if 2 girls with equally good personalities confess to you at the same time?
If they're equally nice, then it'd have to be the one with the hotter bod.
So looks are what's most important to you.
She's got your number, Ryuji.
What? Your first answer was just superficial. The second answer was your true beliefs.
Damn, she's good.
Huh. So you really are that kind of guy.
That ain't fair!
Well, it was a loaded question from the start. You are having this conversation with a woman, dude.
What about you? Come on, spill the beans. What kind of girl is your type?
My type? I don't have a type. One shrouded in mystery, because I haven't told you guys who best waifu is yet, and because of that, I have to go with this answer. I can't say one of the other ones, because you might figure out. Actually, would any of the other ones fit? Well, I guess one or both of the other ones would probably fit for most of the potential romances in this game, so... Yeah, I'm my own type. One shrouded in mystery, we'll go with that.
Wait, are you talking about her?
What do you mean, her?
Well, we answered honestly. It's your turn next. So, what kind of guy do you?
What was that noise? Did you guys hear that?
What kind of guy do you?
Oh god, Mishima.
That doesn't sound good.
Sounds like he's throwing up. Maybe the food was too rich for him.
No? Wasn't he drinking the tap water earlier?
Oh, why?
The one thing you're not supposed to do when you're out of the country.
Yeah, serious. Come on, Mishima. Yeah, Mishima's dead. We gotta take him to the hospital tonight, damn it.
No.
Meanwhile,
It was
literally
a wise
thousands of
decision.
miles away this time.
Though it was some third-rate tabloid's article, unnecessary information was leaked after all. Besides, his investigation of the Phantom Thieves showed no progress since then.
So we've connected this guy to our principal at this point, basically, right? Like, from the conversations that he's had on the phone with... Well, the principal's had on the phone. We haven't seen who's on each end of the phone there, but you can kind of make the implication. So I think that he's talking about our principal here. Especially after talking about that tabloid article, which directly refers to Shujin Academy, so...
Since he was let go.
He was let go? From what?
Well, we'll make it so that it was a heart attack. As usual, he'll be left to deal with the... Oh, I wouldn't have thought of that. Well played, sir. It no longer matters if we deal with one or two of those connected to us.
Sounds like he knows more than he should. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that. I mean, we don't know who he is at this point, but... he might just be important later on! And all we've done is get some souvenirs and chat with people this whole trip. Maybe we should make it worth our while now. See, here's the thing. I think a lot of people kind of wrap on the beach trip in Persona 3 because there's a lot of walking around, and it kind of takes a while to get through the whole event. It takes like an hour to get through the whole event. But this trip to Hawaii, which should be one of the highlights of the game because we're going to an entirely new place, it's like you're there, you see like 3 still images of Hawaii, and then you're back to Japan again already. It's like it takes no time. Like, come on, do something while you're here. Yeah, I'm with Ryuji on this one. Some of these things are... They didn't do enough with the Hawaii trip event, I think. They needed to do more.
It's just...
Well, yeah, because they had girlfriends, but...
As I was saying...
What, girlfriends? I don't know about that, dude. You've been trying to put the moves on people ever since we went on that beach trip with Futaba, and I don't know if I like how this is going. Yeah, I kind of agree, Dudbun. There should have been more to it. I don't know if I would say maybe like a mini target or something over here, because, I mean, we don't have Morgana or Futaba here, so we'd kind of be shooting in the dark. Honestly, the conversation that I had previously about where Mishima gets his own little one-off thing, I might have put it here, but considering the fact that we haven't really done too much of Mishima's Confidant to the point where he has kind of his own, like, resolution yet, I don't know. I would be hard-pressed to figure out what I'm going to put at this point, so... Their worldwide branch. Yeah, I guess that could be a good point. I don't know, man. I definitely put more here than just this. Like, the school should have planned activities. I really don't give a shit if they're having trouble because of that tabloid article. They should have planned the activities here literally months in advance, like before they had to come up with the money for all of this and stuff. Like, that would make sense, you know? Well, yeah, that is true. That is true. A dungeon without him might be the tipping point with that whole thing. Although, to be honest with you, like I said, I don't like Morgana's whole deal that's going on at this part of the game anyway. Because I feel like while we're here, they should be flashing back to him and Futaba like every day while they're working out the data that they're analyzing, and they should be having heart-to-hearts about Morgana's little issues that he's having. Because Futaba's kind of the catalyst of that. Her navigation ability is part of what's making him feel like he's useless. And if Futaba was literally to say right out, it doesn't matter that you aren't the navigator anymore, you're still the one of the most valuable members of our team, you have the most experience, blah blah blah. I mean, not necessarily that that's like Futaba in her character to say that, but them conversing about it would allow Morgana to open up and kind of accept his new role in the team there, I think. But they don't do that, and then they don't do anything with Hawaii either, so like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the way that you're saying it, it makes sense that they would do something like that. It would cause him to get even more pissed off, and that would kind of justify the things that he does in the story bits that are going to come up. But we'll see those when we get there. Well, I guess we got to do it now. I mean, fall is right around the corner. That's not how the saying goes, Ryuji. Okay, the school would not allow us to do something like that. Ryuji wants to have a one-night stand in Hawaii, and I don't think it's a good idea at all.
Hey,
Well, I will tell you this, we're never going to get any dates out on the beach if we're not out there in our swimsuits. Oh, shit.
whoa!
Oh, Mishima knows what you know what is. It doesn't matter.
What?
I guess they're going on Operation Babe Hunt by themselves. Well, round 2 of Operation Babe Hunt, really. Wonder whose message that was. Let's see if it's Futaba. Go back up to the room, maybe? Yep, there we go. Who was messaging me? Oh, Makoto. Finally, somebody wants to relax around here. If you're romantic with Anne, she will be one of the ones that... You can get a bunch of different messages depending on who you're... well, it's not even that you're romantic with anybody. I mean, it's not really dependent on that. It's based on progress with confidants there, except for Anne's. Anne's is the only one... No, that's not true. If you... Because there's 5 people here total, basically. Let me start over. There's 5 people here total from your confidants who you could receive a message from here. There's well, Ryuji and Mishima. If you haven't done enough confidant stuff with anybody, you'll automatically get a message from them and you'll just go straight with them. You get Makoto because I'm above, I think I'm at rank 5 and that's what unlocks Makoto's here. If you were romantic with either Kawakami or Anne, now Kawakami of course requires that you do a lot of, like, you hang out with her literally every day that you possibly could. If you're romantic with her or Anne, you'll get a text message from them. But Hifumi is also here. And if you're at a high rank with her, I don't think it's romantic. I think it's just if you're at a certain point in her confidant, she'll also want to hang out today. Because she's here, because she goes to Kosei High, and since Yusuke is here, she's here. So, well, yeah, Conquer. Yeah, I guess you don't really need to play the game at this point to know that Ryuji's going to come back not really... without too many people's numbers in his phones. But I think because of where I'm at with the confidants, I'm only going to get a message from Makoto, and then there's always Ryuji's and Mishima's offer, so... But it sounds like Makoto needs to relax, and I think I need to relax too, so... Oh, there's Ryuji again. Well, I won't tell you then. Okay, so this is our last moment of free time, and you can choose to hang out with whomever you'd like here. If you hang out with Ryuji, you eventually end up meeting up with Yusuke as well. And you, Yusuke, Mishima, and Ryuji end up bumming it out on the beach and trying to get girls' phone numbers. Taking a walk with Makoto just to relax sounds like a much better prospect. So, you can romance a teacher. Yes, Dudbun, you can romance a teacher. We haven't done rank 9 with Kawakami yet, but that's going to be coming up in like 2 weeks, so I guess I spoiled it a couple of weeks ahead of time, but yes, you can in fact romance her. She's one of the romance options. There are 8 total in the game, so I think all of the female confidants that aren't like Sai or... Are there any other female confidants that are romanceable? Aren't romanceable besides Sai? Trying to think now. No, I don't think so. I think so. It's the ones that are romanceable. Let me just put it this way: are Anne, Makoto, Futaba, Kawakami, Hifumi, Chihaya, Oya, and one other confidant that we haven't unlocked yet, the Empress confidant there. So those are the 8 that are romanceable. And we already established... Or no, wait, I missed one. Didn't I? Anne, Makoto, Futaba. The one that we haven't gotten yet. Oya, Chihaya, Kawakami, Hifumi. There's 9, actually. There's... Dr. Takemi is also romanceable. So there's that. I haven't said who I'm romancing just yet, so there's that. But yeah, basically all of the female confidants besides Sai are romanceable there, and Sai's isn't romanceable, and the twins. That would be a little creepy. But yeah, Sai's not romanceable because hers is story based, so it would be kind of weird for it to be a romanceable thing. But the other female confidants, yes, they're romanceable in the game. But anyway, yeah, so you could get Hifumi and Kawakami, Makoto, or Ryuji and the guys here. We're gonna hang out with Makoto. Because it, again, sounds like a much better prospect than bumming it out with the guys and ending up failing again. I'd rather do this, so. Should she wear a swimsuit? Alright! Well, we are going to a beach, so I sure hope you're wearing a swimsuit. Alright, let's get in our trunks and head over there. Hanging out with Makoto, bumming it out on the beach.
Sorry to ask you out here so suddenly.
No, it's fine. I figured you'd be out here with Anne, though, but...
Being a chaperone is more difficult than I expected. We've had a lot of meetings. I honestly wanted to contact you earlier, but this is the first free moment I've had.
Why did you want to contact me earlier? Well then, yeah, let's enjoy. This is our last moment of free time before we're going to be jumping on a plane and getting back to work. So let's enjoy this little couple of hours we've got here then.
That sounds lovely.
Well, good. I'm glad. Get some stress off your shoulders there, Makoto.
Let's take a walk.
Okay. Down the beach we go.
Oh, a food stand.
Ah, garlic shrimp.
I've heard that's a famous Hawaiian dish.
Very good dish. I haven't had Hawaiian garlic shrimp, but I've had garlic shrimp and it's very, very good. Well, obviously her eyes, Dudbun. No, not there. Up there, you perverts. Yeah, actually, yeah, fairly often I try to be adventurous with food. Sometimes it doesn't work out because particularly rich food causes some stomach issues for me, but I try to be adventurous where I can.
That's amazing. I always just stick with the standard fare.
I do that if I am cooking for myself, actually. I stick with the standard fare.
Well, let's give it a try.
Okay.
You two from Japan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are.
Are we speaking English now, or are we speaking Japanese still?
How about them phantom thieves, huh? The guys that steal hearts.
You'll have to translate for me, Makoto. I can't really speak English very well. Well,
I don't know about them.
that's not necessarily true. I was in the top 10 in the last exams that we did, and English as a second language is part of that, so I guess that's not true. I guess I would know what he's saying then. Never mind.
Heard about it on the news. They're all the rage in Japan, yeah?
Well, they're all the rage everywhere now.
Seems like we're even making headlines abroad.
Well, they again, global phenomenon. This is the 6th time I've had to say it.
If you run into them, tell them I say hello. And ask them to change people's hearts so everyone loves shrimp.
Who doesn't love shrimp, though? Shrimp is awesome.
Of course. I'll do just that.
Damn, that's some heaping helpings. Of course, that makes sense. Hawaii, they do give you pretty good portions from what I understand for your food.
That's amazing.
It's a lot of food. I'll finish off whatever you don't want, if you have any left. Well, that was nice.
Beautiful.
Now we got the sunset, even though Saizo's fat forehead is blocking
It's
it.
already so late.
Don't really like seafood? Okay, well, that's okay. I personally love shrimp, so that's my thing. I can't really have it with cocktail sauce, though. I don't like it raw. I like it cooked, preferably breaded, but I don't really like it with cocktail sauce. So, nah, that's okay. I get it.
My sister would be upset if she saw me laid back like this.
She'd tell you to study for your entrance exams, probably.
To tell you the truth, I wasn't particularly eager to go on this trip.
Yeah, with sushi sometimes. That sounds pretty good, yeah. I'm not a big sushi fan myself, honestly, but I don't think I've had enough of it to really say one way or the other, so. Carbon's with me. Carbon's with me on this one.
If it's like this, I think I'd like to come again.
Yeah, it's been nice. It has. It's been fun.
Yeah.
We've had some, I mean, we haven't done a lot, but we've had some fun.
I'd like you to have this.
Oh, she bought me a gift. Oh, boy. Eel sushi's good? I'll have to try that sometime. I've never had eel. I've only had a very small amount of... My repertoire for sushi is very small, so... She got me a little wooden sculpture. How nice.
It will remind you of the memories we made today.
Yeah, they're pretty good memories from today, I think.
Thank goodness.
I mean, it's been fun. We had to get some stress off, we had to relax, and we went here and we relaxed, so that's all there is to it.
Probably return before it gets dark.
Yeah, I don't know. We've got some time before the sun sets. We can stick around.
I suppose I can't complain about that.
Take a load off, Makoto. I think the game's implying something here. Just a little bit. Well, let's never speak of that to Ryuji or Mishima again, because they would probably shit all over me if I did. Yeah, I had a feeling it would be. If you room with him, you could. It was terrible for him too. Well, I guess, yeah, if you guys didn't come back with any phone numbers or anything like that, then I guess it would be terrible for him too. Yeah, and obviously you guys failed, so that's why it was terrible for both of you. Yes, Conquer. It is a pretty good event where you can kind of... you don't choose a romance there, but if you already have a romance kind of initiated with somebody, it's a pretty good event, because like with Anne and with Kawakami, since they have to be romanced in order for the event to take place there, there's different dialogue. Obviously, there's more of like I really like you, let's do this again sometime, and then there's like other dialogue options where it's like it'll just be the two of us and blah blah blah. So it's more romantic with those two. Unfortunately, not every romance is here in Hawaii with us, so that might make it a little better if you wanted to do something romantic with some other people who we, like the other romance options there, but yeah. Take what you can get, I guess. Sounds like it, Mishima. You're gonna have to work on that one. Yeah, I gotta get on the plane early tomorrow, so let's get some sleep. Excuse me. Man, even Mishima's telling me to get some sleep now. It's like he's channeling Morgana. Holy crap, it's jumped up to 76%? We've been gone like 4 days, man. What the hell? Did those guys... That Anon just asked us to become Prime Minister? I caught that just at the end. Oh, boy. Well, it's gotta have been fun. There was a school trip that was, it was like a program that my high school did where you could visit Europe, so you could have gone to like, I think they went to France, Italy, and Germany, and then they came back. I could have gone on it when I was in 11th grade, but it was like wicked expensive, like $2,000 or something like that, and it was like, I don't think my family has that kind of money, let alone me. A lot of the other kids who were in some of the AP classes I was taking went on them because some of them actually had money because they had, school jobs or whatever. I was like, I'm going to focus on getting into college first, thanks. You say that like it's a bad thing. Well, I don't think that's how the jet stream works, Yusuke, so, Yeah, I think we did. Well, it seems like Makoto would be the one saying that, considering we just halfway went on a date on the beach in Hawaii last night, so... Yeah, I can't... I went to the beach. I won't tell you any more than that. I went to the beach on my own. You can believe whatever you want, man. You could ask the teachers, the chaperones, whatever. When I left this hotel room, I was by myself. When I came back, I was by myself, so... Yeah, Conquer. Yep, that's, there's something more like that event in Persona 4. Because it's not for a school trip or anything like that, but late in Persona 4's story, you go on a ski trip to one of the mountains near the city that Persona 4 takes place in, and there's almost like a one-on-one date type situation that happens there, and if your date happens to be in the main cast of characters with you, then you get an event that's probably similar to what you were looking for here, basically, if this was later in the game, like you said. So there are some romantic places that you can go to take people out later on in the game, but of course we can't do that right now because I haven't said whom I'm choosing yet as my romance option, so I'd like to think that I've hidden it well, but probably not. I mean, I just haven't said it outright, to be honest, at this point, so. You guys can guess, though, if you'd like. I mean, Kira actually already left a guess that it was either going to be Kawakami, Makoto, or Hifumi, which were all good guesses. I can't say whether they're right or wrong, though. So, if you would like to guess, again, feel free. And we'll find out if you're right or wrong.
Yeah!
Well, something like that, yeah, but again, we're not taking action because they say so. We're going to take action because... Oh, that's a nice little graphic they got going there. We're going to take action because this data that we got is concerning whomever the person in the black mask that has been talked about was doing. The person who's been doing stuff about the mental shutdowns there. So. Meanwhile, back in Japan, our principal seems to be dying of heat stroke. You should walk, dude. That's going to change pretty soon. Like, go quicker. It's like a 6-lane highway. You gotta walk faster, or else someone's gonna run your ass over. He doesn't look anything like the Despicable Me dude in this scene, though. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Not a heart attack, really? Oh, shit. Change the signal. Change the signal back! Or else he's gonna... Okay, wait, you're turning... How did you not see him? Well, I guess the underpass could have made the difference there. Fuck me, man. That's dark. Holy shit. Our principal just died! Oh my god! I think, unless the truck just missed clipping him, like, even if it did, though, he just had a heart attack. Oh my god, look at my, maybe I did learn to hula dance before we left. You like Futaba, you hope it's her? Okay, it's a good guess, too. Again, can't tell you one way or the other, but, yeah, 80% though, that's true. We are at 80% approval now, so that's kind of a big deal. Thanks. I think I burned a little bit, to be honest. I did spend a lot of time on the beach. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. Aloha.
He's been influenced.
I'm just a petty tourist now.
I can understand why.
Well, you
Yeah, fun
guys were
experience.
having fun. Things here have gotten a bit more problematic.
Oh, have they?
So I've heard the surprisingly hot items at the moment are masks and calling cards.
Are there shoes, too? Is that what I see in the bottom left corner? What the hell?
Here's a graph of the profits for stores handling these items.
Double from last year?
Well, that's because there was none last year. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. Double of 0 is still 0, right?
Phantom Thief goods seem to be in especially high
Or are they just talking about, like, in general, and then Phantom Thief goods are like the little red bars they've got there? You're gonna wait and see? Okay, Carbon, that's a good approach. That's a good approach. I agree with
I
you.
didn't know they sold that kind of stuff.
So,
Should we try too? I mean, selling Phantom Thief merchandise?
I feel like your customers, your regulars, would find that a little petty there, boss. Like Phantom Thief curry.
Maybe I'll toss some dry ice on the side, you know? Give it that phantom-y effect.
That's fun. That would be cool.
I'm just joking, alright?
Oh, I thought you were serious.
How will our guests consider this recent phenomenon?
A romance boss. I mean, we've already established that both Lala-chan and the plant in my room are both best waifus, but we haven't said who the romance is here, so maybe it's just gonna be those two. I could surprise everybody.
What do you think, Akechi-kun?
You never know.
Well,
Oh boy.
There he is, the anti-thief detective.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he doesn't even have to say anything. He could just open his mouth and then everybody else basically telling him to insert foot.
I hope he slips up and self-destructs.
Damn, that's
I can sense
devious,
some chivalry
Futaba.
behind their actions. They are clever to take the silent resentments of the public into account and relieve them.
What do you mean, relieve them?
I believe that may be the secret to their popularity.
What, that we don't do what's popular? I mean, yeah.
Well, this is surprising. Your stance seems to have softened.
I have. That is true, Conker. I have already stated on a previous account that Boss is best husbando, so.
This doesn't change the fact that they are dangerous. However, no, I shouldn't say anymore.
He is a pretty good guy, though. Really, though, all of the dad figures in the Persona series are pretty good guys, so.
Come on, you can say it.
Oh no, I won't be falling for that. I've learned my lesson after the previous backfire.
You like a catchy romance, that boy?
These thieves
oh
are popular
boy. I wonder if he'd go for that.
What's the world coming to?
Obviously, it's not possible because his thing is story linked, but I don't know. I wonder if he would go for that.
Rude.
How wooed?
What are you so angry about?
She'll tell you when you're older?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Take care of any customers that show up.
Man, I just got back from vacation and he's already got me working. Guess I can't say too much, though. He is giving me free room and board.
I finished the analysis, you know, of the data.
Right.
Wanna meet now?
That's probably a good idea. Yeah. Well, maybe not.
Seriously? Jet lag?
It's like 17 hours ahead? Yeah, it's like 17 hours ahead of when we left, Futaba. What do you want from me?
Fine then. Tomorrow.
Okay, we'll meet tomorrow. I need to sleep today. Oh god, they're busting out all the merch! And of course everyone wants to know who we're gonna take care of next. You don't care who it is that we change their warped desires of, just do it already, because you need to be acknowledged. You need to fill that empty void in your heart of us doing things because you think that we do them for you. Fuck you! Fuck you, random speech bubble. We don't do this shit for you. It's people like that that give us a problem with this whole thing. What's up, Morgana? Well, I know I'm sleepy, but I can talk. I'm okay. I know I'm exhausted, but I haven't seen you in days. We can talk, hello? Still, he's using excuses to tell me why he doesn't want to talk to me. I don't like this. Movies and TV shows? Excuse me? Well, I guess that is true. We're helping the economy now. Great. See, that's what I'm saying, Morgana. Come on. I need a piece of the action, says the guy who has 3 million yen. Well, anyway, the plant's been dying for 2 days, so let's put some nutrients in it by now. Oh, I guess on this file, I didn't mention it on the previous file, I bought enough fertilizer to get us from here until the end of the game now, so that's why I have 7. Just in case you're wondering. Yeah, P5 the animation, Tom. Oh, okay, Conker. Yeah, I don't think I've ever purchased those wafers. Yeah, I'll have to give that a shot. That's pretty good. Yeah, seriously, Carbon. Been like, okay, listen, I'm gonna nod off, but you're gonna talk to me right now. If I have enough energy to care for this damn plant, then I have enough energy to listen to you talk about your problems. Come on, we're doing it. Maybe I need max kindness to talk to Morgana about it. Good question, Dudbun. Serious good question. Don't think it'll ever be answered. Although P5 the animation exists, so I guess the people that made P5 the animation, though, knew about the subject because they were, you know, kind of knowledgeable of it, so. Hey, Kira, how you doing? Oh, that's okay. That's no problem. Yeah, I know how that goes, editing streams down for YouTube. I don't do it too much for these streams, but I definitely know how that goes, so. No problem. I just appreciate you being here, so it's fine. If you're doing other stuff, that's cool. No, Morgana, it's important. I'm not sleeping till you tell me what this is. Well, if I waited for him, I'd be here for the rest of the stream and then the rest of time, so... I guess we'll sleep. They cost like 200 yen a pop. Okay. Yeah, I'll look for them there, Conker, when I go out that way. We got story bits to deal with for a little while yet, so we'll deal with that first, and then we'll go from there. Oh, we haven't heard the news yet about the principal, have we? Oh, God. Wonder if we're going to find out, like, tomorrow or something? I don't know. I'm doing pretty good, Kira. Doing pretty good. I got some sun today. I sat out in the sun before the clouds started rolling in, although they seem to have gone away now. So, I haven't burned yet. I'm probably getting there, though. Yeah, other than that, I haven't done too much. I'm relaxing on my Memorial Day weekend. I have tomorrow off of work, too, so that definitely helps. One of the benefits of working for a bank or a credit union, you get national holidays off. It's not like retail.
You just got back from your trip and you're already studying? How diligent.
Well, she knew that you'd yell at her if she wasn't studying, so...
I have souvenirs for you.
Ah.
The principal of Shujin Academy has passed away.
Oh, that's how we find out. Well, fuck.
He suddenly stopped while crossing the road and was struck by a large vehicle. Death by external trauma.
Shit,
They
man.
say suicide seems to be a strong possibility.
Are you sure?
Principal Kobayakawa committed suicide?
He didn't seem like the type.
But would someone about to kill themselves try to go to the police station?
He was going to the police... Oh, okay, that's why they had the policemen outside. They weren't just looking at the crosswalk. Okay.
He even used a taxi to get there.
Do you mean this might be another incident?
There's got to be some link.
Even if he had a sudden shift in his state of mind, it's still unnatural.
Oh, okay, Conker. Gotcha. I'll have to go. So it's at one of those convenience stores. Probably the one that's all the way down the street there. I wonder if it's the place where you buy protein normally. We'll go look. We'll go look.
I can only suspect that he had a change of heart.
Oh, God.
Are you saying he was targeted by the Phantom Thieves? But that's impossible!
Well, you can't tell her that, Makoto.
How are you so certain?
Well, in prior cases, the changes of heart seem to be done to make people confess their crimes.
Good save there. We buy Ojiru. Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
hard to explain.
Oh, okay, so in the underground walkway.
Their
Okay.
usual modus operandi.
I think you're just stretching the truth a bit there,
Did Principal
Makoto.
Kobayakawa seem any different to you lately?
I don't really know. He rarely contacted the students, after all.
I don't know, man. I feel like Sai would call your bluff here since she's such a good prosecutor, but
I see. Could something have happened during the school trip?
maybe she's more lenient with that because it's her sister.
Oh, you're studying. I'm sorry to bother you. Makoto? Never mind, it's nothing. Just don't get dragged into trouble, okay?
I don't know, man. I think Sai is slightly onto us here. Like I said, she is a good prosecutor, so... Oh, boy. Well, this could be bad. 81%. Who the hell is admin? Well, can't tell you that one, but...
What's up?
Oh, hey, Ryuji. What's up? Oh, me too, man. I'm yawning already. Not yet. Still sleepy. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time training if we're gonna keep feeling sluggish like this. well, we were popular when we left. I know we're more popular now, but we could get in a lot of trouble for that, Ryuji, but okay. Well, sure, we could do something big, but can we not do it to, like, actually, like, literally big, like a target on the list, say? Can we just look for the guy who or girl who's responsible for these mental shutdowns with Futaba's analysis data and then worry about it from there? Yeah, I get the feeling there, Conquer. I get the feeling that at least the confidants should have some idea there. I mean, Yoshida had an idea when we maxed him out. Dr. Takemi had an idea when we maxed her out. So it's like, yeah. I feel like they should have some idea. Oh, boy. Well, I guess we're going to find out the hard way about Principal Kobayakawa.
This has to be about you-know-what, right? With the principal.
Wonder who's going to be... Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say who's going to be principal in his stead. Probably the vice principal.
As many of you may already know, Principal Kobayakawa passed away yesterday.
I wonder if that suicide rumor's for real. It happened in front of the police station, didn't it?
Well, we're not going to get a mementos request for him now.
I think I was passing through there at the time.
Good lord, man.
The principal had been working hard to restore peace ever since the incident with Mr. Kamoshida.
Bullshit!
He only wished for everyone to be able to lead a normal school life.
Bullshit!
Because of that love.
Love? Bullshit. He was covering
Yeah.
up. Everyone's been talking about it.
Maybe it wasn't suicide. Do you think the Phantom Thieves took him down?
Oh, God.
The Phantom Thieves? Do they kill people?
No!
I mean, Kamoshida did say he was gonna kill himself to make up for everything he did.
Oh, good lord. Why are these people lumping us in? It's like all of the stupid from all of the adults in this game has passed on to everyone in the public all of a sudden.
Hell no.
Yeah. Who could even say something like... I mean, I know that the principal was a jerk, and he was conspiring against us, but what the fuck? How could you be like, the principal deserved to die? Like, are you a fucking psychopath?
We didn't do jack shit.
I was gonna say, Ryuji might be on the whole thing with the principal, but... Yeah, like... You don't really feel bad for Gru there? Yeah, well, I don't feel bad, but... I don't think he necessarily deserved to die. His fate was kind of sealed, though, as we saw with the SIU director there. They said he was going to have a heart attack, and then, boom, just like that, heart attack. So, I think at this point we can kind of establish that the SIU director may be our missing link between Futaba's mother's data and those people who were reading to her. We may have some idea of where the mental shutdown data is coming from now. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Dud Bunny. Probably didn't deserve to die, but I don't really feel bad because he was kind of an asshole. But...
I would like to see everyone live up to our late principal's wishes as proud Shujin students.
Well, super flash forward again. Guess we're gonna have to tell Sai about the principal, although she probably already knew. Alright. I know what you're thinking. I didn't do it.
I had noticed traces of tampering. Does that mean you truly took the data from my laptop?
Me? No. Not me.
No matter how I think about it, that would have
Throw
been
Makoto under the bus there.
But she would never do something so foolish.
Are you sure? Are you sure you really know your sister?
And is it true that you were completely uninvolved with the Kobayakawa case?
Oh, we had nothing on that. Yeah, we don't kill there, Sai. We don't.
What does this mean? But I suppose targeting someone at Shujin again and actually taking their life would be nonsensical.
Yeah, especially considering the fact we went all the way up to a popular international target, and then we returned to our roots. Isn't that usually something that happens when you come full circle? Had we come full circle at that point? Probably not. I'm not lying to you, Sai. I'm telling you the truth. I'm just saying it in slight riddles so I don't get anybody in trouble.
I have no reason to believe
John Cena
everything
meme.
you said. However,
well, yeah,
since
there
you
is
are
that.
the type of person who would lie just to protect themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'll acknowledge what I must. It's more efficient that way.
Well, good. Glad we're on the same page. And so, for talking it over with Sai about Principal Kobayakawa's quote-unquote suicide, we get rank 4 of the Judgment Confidant.
Alright.
Cool. And we'll actually get to see if that gives me an Arcana burst soon
In any
for a
case,
Judgment
let's move on
Persona,
to the
because we'll be
topic.
fusing a Judgment Persona fairly shortly. Well, we can, anyway. I don't know if we'll be doing it shortly, but we'll see.
If you saw my investigation data, you would have had the same suspicions I did about Okumura. And if you looked into his palace, you should have seen the answer to those suspicions.
What suspicions would that be?
Tell me, what did the Phantom Thieves do to Okumura? What did you learn from him? Why did it turn out as it did?
Can we stop talking about this tangential information? We were targeting the person who was doing the mental shutdowns next, right? Right, guys? Surely we wouldn't go after a target that has absolutely nothing to do with that just because the public said we should, right? Oh, fuck me.
I need you to tell me everything.
Fine. Let's go over why this train wreck of a palace that's coming up happened. Guess we're gonna have the meeting in the evening, though. Gives everybody a chance to take a nap, so they can get over the jet lag. So.
We need to discuss the.
Yeah, I agree, Dudbun. Oh boy. Yeah, Kobayakawa kind of died. That sucks.
People are already talking about it online.
Hopefully not on the fan
Everybody's saying it's
site.
because of the Phantom Thieves. So far.
Thank God.
People think he did it because that tabloid exposed how he was covering up Kamoshida's abuses.
Well, I mean, that would be a logical conclusion, even though that's not why he did it. We know that. We, the audience, know that, but...
Could it be that we're responsible for Principal Kobayakawa's suicide?
We didn't change his heart, Anne, so no, we're not responsible.
What do you mean?
If we hadn't changed Kamoshida's heart, maybe this never would have happened.
Well, yeah, and you'd also be a rape victim, and Ryuji's legs would be broken, and I'd be expelled from school, and none of us ever would have met, and we wouldn't have done all of the good that we've done so far. So don't even go along that line of thinking, because it leads to bad places, man.
But then Kamoshida would have kept doing what he did if we didn't go and take him down.
Exactly.
There's a lot of opinions online. It's only natural that he died. Covering up crimes is wrong.
Well, I agree with the second one. The first one, eh.
The comments I've seen are similar as well. Only the Phantom Thieves are on our side. I wish the Phantom Thieves would take down the police and the politicians of this country.
Who do they think we are? V for Vendetta?
It's not just the news. There's even Phantom Thieves merchandise now. I never expected we'd end up such a big deal.
It's kind of gone out of
Seems like
proportion
the
here.
public would rather believe in us than in the adults.
Great.
People are trying to get the Phantom Thieves to solve societal problems, not just personal ones.
Which is why we won't fall for that, and we'll keep solving things the way that we normally do, by solving the things that are closer to us than they are to the public. How about that?
This is kind of scary.
This is the price of fame, Anne. I told you guys it would
Really doing the
end up
right
biting
thing?
us in the ass.
I mean, the principal was covering stuff up, right? I guess he got what was coming to him.
That's the wrong line of thinking, Ryuji, and you know it.
Whoa, guys, let's get back on topic. Weren't we going to discuss the data we obtained from Nijima?
Yeah, that's probably a good point. So what do we get,
You tell
Futaba?
me, Nari.
I guess Yusuke knows.
First, Prosecutor Nijima has been looking into the continued cases of people suddenly collapsing.
Okay, we knew that already.
It seems she is searching for a common thread to tie them all together.
And kind of implied that.
Some parts seem to be speculation, but she has cited a beneficiary of the majority of these incidents.
A beneficiary, huh?
The
What kind of
corporation
beneficiary?
Okumura Foods. More prominently, its CEO, Kunikazu Okumura.
How is he a beneficiary to the things that we've been doing?
Okumura? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere.
Maybe she's referring just to the mental shutdowns rather than the things that the Phantom Thieves have been doing. Yeah, I'm glad that Morgana got us off that topic, because again, it would have led to bad places, man.
From Big Bang Burger.
Right.
Big Bang Burger? For real?
You know, they only got famous sometime in the past few years.
Okay,
Even
sure.
had a branch in Hawaii.
Right.
It says here they benefited both from scandals and the resignations of their competitors' executives.
Still not seeing how this relates to mental shutdowns.
That would seem to be the case. This is too suspicious, though. Only one CEO is profiting from these seemingly accidental incidents.
I mean, if the things were happening like leaks, information leaks and blah 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 were happening inside their company, that's fine. Don't see how this is even tangentially related to the mental shutdown incidents, though.
I think it's natural to suspect he's intentionally causing them.
You mean like with...
I get that, but still.
Yeah.
We have even more evidence than that. Tell them, Futaba.
I don't know, Dudbun. I don't know if you could relate it directly. I don't know much about PewDiePie myself, but I don't know if you could directly relate it to something like that. I don't know if it's... We'll find out more about Big Bang Burger as we go here, because obviously their CEO is our next target, because Miss Spoiler Alert there had to tell us that. We'll find out more about what they've been doing in the background soon. It's kind of underhanded. Well, I won't even say kind of. It's really underhanded, but we'll see.
They already tried putting Okumura's name in the nav. He has a palace for sure.
Well, he's the CEO of a global company. Who wouldn't have a palace at that point? You gotta be warped as hell just to even have that title.
That's right. Okumura is at the top of the rankings after all.
No, none of that, Morgana. Shame on you. I'm gonna get the spray bottle for that saying alone.
Doesn't necessarily mean he's evil. If we jump into this too carelessly.
Thank you, Yusuke.
Beyond that, this Phantom Thieves fad is unsettling.
I agree.
Yeah, the excitement levels don't feel normal. We might want to let things calm down a bit first.
Mm-hmm. Probably a good idea.
You too, On? You're just gonna go against what people want?
Yeah, because that's never been what this is about, Ryuji. It's been about what we want. Our brand of justice, not society's.
Huh? No, but...
For real?
It's not all about you, Ryuji.
Looks like we're not gonna agree today, then.
I'm glad, because I wouldn't have agreed even if everyone else was unanimous. Not that the game has given me a choice up to this point.
Sheesh, some team you are. What's with all the hesitation? I can't stand this.
And what are you gonna do about it there,
Even
Morgana?
You, Ryuji. You just back down the second someone disagrees with you.
No, we have to have unanimous decisions, Morgana. We agreed on this originally that we wouldn't do anything without unanimous decisions.
What?
I guess all you've been talking about is using the Phantom Thieves' name to pick up girls anyway.
Well, that's partially true, but that's not a reason to shit on him for it.
Being hyped up because of the popularity is fine, but getting conceited over it is unacceptable.
Well, that's what you're doing right now, Morgana, so why don't you look in the mirror real quick?
Aren't you acting for your own benefit here too?
Yeah.
My appearance might have changed, but I'm still an admirable human.
Okay, fine, fair enough, but why are you telling all of us that we need to act on something that we don't agree on when we literally established that as our cornerstone rule?
At the very least, I'm more admirable than some carnal blonde monkey.
Damn, dude, that's cold.
You little...
Fine. I can take on some small-time target like Okumura on my own.
Excuse the fuck out of me?
Sorry, but it looks like I'll
Small-time
be getting
target.
the credit for solving the mental shutdown mystery.
Well, she was more useful than you, as a matter of fact.
Oh god, here we go. It's all coming to a head.
I'm going to show you who the useless one actually is.
Well, if you go and do this by yourself, you will show us that you are useless, Morgana. Don't do this.
Alright then, bring it on!
Don't fucking encourage him, Ryuji. We need to all be together here on this.
Looks like I don't belong here after all.
He's not even listening to me, is he?
This is goodbye.
Fucking A, man. Like, yeah, what's gotten into you? Slow your roll. Let's talk about this.
Morgana, wait!
see you.
What the hell, man?
I bet he's back in no time.
I don't know. He seemed pretty pissed, dude. Don't encourage him to be whatever that was.
Damn it.
Maybe he just needs some time to cool off. Well, you're going to be a stray cat for however long you're going to be out on the street here. It doesn't matter if you're human or not. People are going to treat you like a stray cat. Well, you have a collar, so it's not that's not exactly true. They could take you to the pound or something, considering, and then they'd be like, hey, whose cat is this? Oh, boy. And how are you going to do that with no information on who Okumura is, no information on what kind of a person that he is, no information on... Like, Futaba didn't even talk to you about what... I mean, she's looked into him having a palace, but you know nothing, Morgana, about the situation. So how are you going to do that? Oh, hey, there's that girl that was in Hawaii there, and she still doesn't have a portrait. That's strange. Yeah, thankfully we dealt with the cat killer, so we don't have to worry about him getting, like, offed or something while this is going on. That would suck. Why, Ryuji, break your heart? Yeah, he's... I hate to say it, but Ryuji is kind of the prime catalyst for the things that are happening with Morgana there. But I think Morgana, again, is blowing all of the shit way out of proportion. Like, he's just... I can't believe this either, Sai, but I think we're talking about two different things.
No interest in that principle.
I'm experiencing equal levels of frustration. My comments on TV turned everyone against me.
I'm in the same boat with these two. That's not a good place to be, game.
And again, I won't allow mere criticism to break my spirit so easily.
Well, yeah, that is true.
We won't keep letting ourselves be defeated either. My suspicion after the hacker's case last month is now conviction thanks to the principal's death. The mental shutdown cases and the psychotic breakdowns are surely the Phantom Thieves' doing.
Again, I think you're jumping and grasping at straws there, Sai. It's just like the stuff about Okumura Foods there. Like, that's tangential and circumstantial evidence of our tampering or mental shutdown tampering at best. And that's really saying something. Like... And here, this is, again, it's part of this part of the game that just gets me frustrated, really, but it's just like, Morgana's being a dick, Ryuji's being a dick, everyone is uncertain about going after this thing, because we all know deep down that it's a bad idea to go after Okumura, because it's just what the public wants, not what we want, which is what this whole thing has been about the whole time. Sai's sitting here trying to grasp at things, because she, well... I don't know if I can say what she wants without spoiling it later. But she's made out to be such a great prosecutor, and she's making these tangential connections that wouldn't even work in crime drama television shows. And Akechi's just kind of there, really. Like, he's just like, yeah, well, I'm being shit on by the general public, so not much I can do right now, right? It's just like this whole part just irks me so much.
I remember the data you showed me about Okumura Foods.
But
is that the basis for these beliefs?
This is the start of the jumping off the cliff that's going to happen here. It's only going to get worse. Trust me.
There have been frequent
yeah, basically that's the basic gist there, Dudbun. Everyone's being dumb right now, and I don't like it. It's poor writing, really, is what it is. And I think that's what frustrates me the most. See, that's my thing, is that you could be the most evil son of a bitch ever. If I think that in some way you can find a reason for justifying your actions and you're relatable in some way, like you could be the most evil antagonist a game has ever seen. If I find you relatable because of something about you or because of the things that you do being slightly justified, if in a warped sense or perspective there, okay, that's fine. If you are a villain in a video game and you're not necessarily evil, but you're completely incompetent and you still get away with shit, that pisses me off to no end. You are the scum of the earth in my eyes because you're incompetent and nothing you do makes sense and you get away with it anyway. So that's my thing, and unfortunately that's what happens here. And it has happened so far a little bit here, but it's, again, only going to get worse as we go. So, yeah, they've all lost their minds. It's a mass public hysterical mental shutdown case.
There was a clear connection between him
Anyway,
and the
I'm
Phantom
done
Thieves.
ranting for now. I'll have more to say as we keep going here, though.
Well, it would be problematic if there wasn't one.
It would be problematic if there was one, Sai. Let's slow that down a little bit.
So, you're jumping the gun here.
Thank you. Thank you. Some sense. Finally! Someone has some sense in this room.
You really told a man you would terminate his parental authority based purely on your speculation? I'm surprised you would say such a thing to the owner of a cafe you frequent.
It's all for the sake of the case.
You may have
okay,
the
but
backing of the SIU's director, but you've been far too aggressive, Sai-san.
I literally, and again, I'm agreeing with everything that Akechi is saying, and they're supposed to be like minor villains basically through this whole thing. So like, if I'm agreeing with him on this and your villains can't even get on the same page, like, okay, come on.
You're trespassing into police territory. Don't say nobody warned you if this becomes an issue later.
Wonder if he's hinting at something.
My
boy!
superiors told me the same thing.
What, that you're overreaching?
First need to know
That
what
maybe you should
methods
stop
the Phantom
overreaching.
Thieves are using. The police can't make a move unless that becomes apparent, after all.
This opponent can't be caught by following the rules. What need is there to stick to formalities?
That's a dangerous road to go on, Sai, especially for a prosecutor of the law. You can get disbarred for that shit, lady.
So, you wish to ignore protocol in order to reform society. I hope you realize that's no different than what the Phantom Thieves are doing.
Damn.
It's a shame. Especially since we both want to capture the culprit.
Romance him now. Oh, boy. But everything he said made sense.
I'm really messed up.
So, like, everything that he said made sense. Also, Morgana, how did you get there? I can't tell you where he is right now. Because, well, actually, no, I guess if he was talking with Futaba about the data, he may have understood how to get into the next main palace, which is where he is right now, so I guess I just spoiled that, whoops. But, how did he get in there? Yeah, I guess that's true. You could explain it by their age. I mean, it's the moniker of teenagers with attitude comes into play here, although this is more of the negative side of it. So I guess in that way, it's sort of interesting that they are exploring this road, the more negative aspect of the attitude section of that moniker. So, yeah, but you're right, though. It doesn't excuse Morgana or Sai from what they're doing, so... It was easily assumable. Okay, yeah, well, I guess that's kind of fair.
Leave it be. We do not have time to waste on a solitary feline.
Robots in this one, huh? Oh boy. We're gonna go into the sci-fi dungeon after the desert dungeon. Yeah, Morgana, maybe you should have thought of that before you walked out on the team because you're having a petty struggle with your own self-confidence.
How horrible! What? I can't see who's there.
Why don't you heal yourself with Diorama? Then you'd find out who's there. You would be able to see a little bit easier. Master? Wait a minute, I know that dress! Yeah, that is true, Dudbun. He does have no app, so how would he get in there? I think, though, the thing with Morgana is that because he's kind of similar to the Shadows in that he's kind of a part of the metaverse, whether he likes it or not at this point. I can't really say much more without kind of getting into spoiler territory, but he's indefinitely connected, like fundamentally connected to the metaverse in some way. So human or, whether he's human or whether he's in his cat form, he's connected to the metaverse in some way. So I feel like he can jump in and out of it without an app. So I think that's justified somewhat. No, and I'm worried, and we should look for him, but I'm just going to say I'm worried. Stray cats don't do well in urban situations there. Although at least he's not a female stray cat. That would be even worse. He'd come home with like 100,000 kittens. Holy cow. Yeah, me too. Oh, okay, that's a good thought. Let's see if he went over to anybody else's place. Oh, he didn't go to Anne's. Seems like it. Let's not even venture that thought there, Makoto. That's not good. No. Ryuji, you're not worrying enough, okay? I know he used to live alone, but he hasn't been separated from us since we went through Kamoshida's dungeon there, dude. Like, he's part of the family, basically, at this point. I think Ryuji's just trying to circle around the problem there. Which makes sense since he kind of helped create it, but, you know. Yeah, Futaba, I agree. It's okay, we'll find him, don't worry. You and me, we'll go look for him if we have to. But we'll find him. Hope she's okay, though. She seems like she's really... I think Futaba, and this is partially another reason why I really like Futaba as a character, she seems pretty broken up about the whole thing, and it makes sense because she was trying, while we were gone, at least in that one cutscene, to tease out Morgana's problems and issues, and Morgana just wasn't having it. Again, I feel like we could have avoided this whole poor writing incident that's happening here if they had done more, if Futaba had done more, and I think she kind of feels the same way, almost, which is why she's so, like, oh, you know, they're being cold about this, what should we do? We need to go look for them, we're all worried about it, you know, I feel like that's... Oh, Futaba's just great, that's all. That's all I want to say about that. I don't think that I need to say it, but she's great. I disagree with you two. Why would we? Yeah. But why? But then why? If that's the case, then why didn't we kill Kamoshida? Then wouldn't we have killed him too? If that was the case, like the public's desires are getting warped, and that's not the public's palace is gonna like. Maybe that's why the Path of Xariath was like so weird looking, because the public's thoughts are getting warped as hell here. Yeah, I really think that he should have thought things through a little bit more there, Conquer. I mean, he could probably get by okay in the palaces right now as it is because he has an SP adhesive and he can heal himself, but once he runs out of SP, well, I mean, he won't run out of SP because of the adhesive, but what if the enemies aren't weak to wind magic? Like, what if most of the enemies in the next palace resist wind magic? I don't remember if they do or not, but, like, he's screwed if they do. Like, if enemies resist all of your attacks when you go into a fight, you're boned in this game, so... Oh, yeah. I don't know, Kira. I'd have to play Persona 4 again. To be honest with you, I think I'm siding more with Nanako than I am with Futaba. I love Futaba. She's great. Like I said, she's my favorite character in this game in terms of the party, but... There's a special place in my heart for Nanako that I don't think will be filled by any other female minor protagonist, so... And it's weird, though, because it's like, the only thing I can think of that would have made Nanako a better and potentially more badass little sister character is if she had summoned a Persona at some point in the game, and... Then you get this game, and Futaba's the little sister character, and she summons a Persona, and it's like, it's everything I wanted, but it's not the same. I don't know. I'm still siding with Nanako on that one. Well, for everybody who doesn't know who Nanako is, don't worry. When we get to Persona, Persona 4, when we get to Persona 4, we'll definitely talk about her a lot, because she's kind of a big deal in that game. Oh, great. Got a book on Okumura. Because she wants you to spend more time with her rather than reading books all day, Mr. Inoue? I'm just saying. Oh, what kind of switching gears do you have in mind, sir? Thrift stores? When the earliest thrift stores appeared. Yes, I do plan on playing P4, Tom. I'm not sure exactly when, because I have already said that I'm going to do New Game Plus on this game, and I kind of want to do that before I move on to P4. So I'm not sure when, but yes, we're definitely going to get to it. I'm definitely going to play at least Persona 4 and Persona 3 portable at some point here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Persona 1 or 2 yet, but... Excuse me. But definitely P3 and P4. So, I think it's the... I want to say it's the 18th century, but... no, it's the 19th. Okay.
Very good.
Oh, have you, Carbon? Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. But yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. You'll be a little more knowledgeable about the things that are happening, and you'll see how much I'm keeping from my captive audience there when we get to Persona 4 Golden. So. Oh, were they? Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Not really, you just donate and then write it off on your taxes. Like, I can do that, and I don't even own a business. Like, I could literally write down when I go to the Salvation Army with a bunch of clothes that I no longer wear, and then next year I could be like, hey, donate it to charity, give me back an extra $100. That doesn't take any business acumen. It's just not the same without Morgana sitting. I know that sometimes he can be annoying, but it's not the same without him sitting there going, nice going! It's just not the same. It's like I'm naked out here without him. He may be getting into politics, huh? I wonder if that's why the SIU director was kind of interested in him. Because he sort of hinted at the fact that he was interested in one or two loose threads there. And the SIU director is pretty high on the political charts, I guess. Well, no, not really. He's more in law enforcement than anything else, but I guess that could be considered part of the judicial branch. Well, we'll see. Texting in class. Well, not Anne, but... Okay. Well, actually, let me ask what's wrong. What's up? Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. I thought he got back already. Well, I agree, but I think I have an idea of what's wrong with him. So. He's having some trouble.
After them. Where did they go? We must find them.
Another one has been located. Be on guard. There are 2 of them. Divide and pursue.
Well, it seems like Morgana and his new partner are doing halfway okay in here now. I mean, admittedly, the shadows are chasing them away, but at least they're not, like, dying like he was last time.
Mona's still not home.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll come back when he gets hungry.
That's what we thought, but that would have been, like, today.
On to our next story. Late last night, multiple glass windows were found shattered at the Okumura Foods corporate headquarters.
When it rains, it pours, huh? Oh. Yeah, the same one we were talking about.
Other damages have also been reported, including the destruction of a statue.
Old school Doctor Who villains, yeah. Basically, with all of the robot text-to-speech sounds they've got going there.
Wonder if someone's got a grudge against that guy.
Oh, probably. He's the CEO of a global company. Who wouldn't have a grudge?
However, there were no signs of a break-in. Identifying the culprit is expected to be difficult.
I mean, that's a possibility. Yeah, it's possible. I'm still worried. Oh, okay. Well, she does have all the info about Okumura's palace, so that would make sense. I guess we'll go tomorrow, then. Alright. Uh-oh, Sojiro's onto us. To be honest with you, I haven't watched much Doctor Who. I know a little bit about the series, but I haven't watched it... I mean, I probably... Yeah, I haven't watched it religiously, basically. That's the gist of it, generally. So, I know enough about it to kind of get by in regular life. That's about it. I don't know enough about it to talk about it with other people without sounding like an idiot myself, basically. It's a thought, yeah. We don't know if he did or didn't, so... Yeah, well, if he went into the palace on his own, we should. We should definitely go after him. We don't want to leave him there by himself. Same carbon? Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay. Might be my chance to catch up there, Tom, although I don't know if I'll have enough time to do that, so... Again, how is that related to Okumura? I still haven't heard a lick of evidence that says it could point to him. Yeah, it is kind of an emergency. Okay, so we'll meet up tomorrow and we'll go see that. No snappy comebacks tonight from Morgana. Let's see what's on the TV. Any thoughts from Saizo there? Just thoughts of Morgana. Well, I mean, it makes sense. I would be worried about this if my cat that accompanies me into cognitive dungeons ran off on his own to do his own thing. But yeah, there's nothing you can do at this point. Actually, you know what? Before we sleep, I'm going to save anyway. But there's nothing you can do at this point while Morgana's gone, so... Just gotta sleep for now. Get through the story events, and then eventually we'll be able to do stuff there again. Till then, let's just sleep. I was going to say, somebody's going to bring it up about it maybe being the Phantom Thieves, aren't they? Great. What do you mean you wouldn't put it past them? Are you lumping us in with crazy people now? Well, at least our approval rating is at 82%. I guess that's good.
I can't stop watching news about the Phantom Thieves.
Well, maybe you should stop doing that and actually be a productive member of society again.
Hilarious.
Good lord, man.
Impossible.
That's not entirely true. Also not entirely true, because even the public should see that that's not really the case, that he's as awesome as the president, because, I mean, well, I don't know though yet. I feel like something would have happened where they would be like, well, you know, the president of Okumura Foods isn't that awesome. I mean, why would somebody break into his building last night if he was? Sorry, dude, we didn't get a request received there. I need to know your boss's name to do anything, so you can just fuck right off. Oh, you had to refresh? Oh boy, that's not good.
This is huge.
Let me see if I dropped any frames. Hold on. Yeah, I dropped 24 frames. Shit. So maybe that was part of it. Oh, it's on your end? Okay, gotcha. Sorry then. Because I don't think your end is going to apologize for that, so... Yes, exactly.
If anything, getting into the real building is impossible.
Well, sure, but we don't need to get into the real building, do we?
Seriously went to a palace based on somewhere like this?
He was pretty pissed at us.
It's definitely on a different scale than the ones we've dealt with previously.
Yeah, apparently it's small time.
I searched Okumura online. He's totally up to something.
Like what?
Don't you think he's guilty too?
You're asking me? I mean... I guess we'll know soon enough because we're going in there anyway, but I want there to be a third option here, like, fuck no! Why would we think he's guilty? He's just what the public wants. That's what the public wants us to think. Come on! We'll know soon enough.
I'm positive I'm right.
No.
We're here for Mona.
Yes, thank you, Futaba.
I know.
Well, then stop being an asshole about this, Ryuji. Why?
On those mental shutdown things out of him too.
Out of Okumura? Because how the fuck would he know about them? And like, gonna rub my temples. Just gonna rub my temples and continue with the dialogue. Keep going. It's too much stress.
Corporate HQ is outer space.
Okay.
The hell?
Well, I mean, we know why that makes sense, considering what we've seen in the palace, but they wouldn't.
Oh, so that's why it's called Big Bang Burger. Big Bang is space lingo, you know?
So his desires are warped into literally outer space. Okay.
Not necessarily. So the concept behind the store branch name came from the CEO himself.
Well, that would make sense. He did found the company, so.
Outer space, How exciting.
I don't know, man. 0 Gs might be a little disorienting for us.
We better be able to breathe once we get in there.
Something tells me that's not going to be a problem, Ryuji. I mean, we beat the hell out of the shadows of people's distorted desires in there. Something tells me breathing in space isn't going to be a problem.
Is everyone ready? I'm activating it now.
Alright, let's get in there. Uh-oh. We've got company! The plot thickens.
You're already considered threats?
Well, he is the CEO of a large company. Anybody who's unwanted, an unwanted appointment would be considered a threat.
President Okumura must be on guard, what with everything that's been in the news.
See, and that's the other thing, though, is that, like, with everything being on the news, you'd think everybody would be like, well, yeah, Okumura's an asshole, blah, 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 but there are NPCs and our teachers and all that other stuff are saying, Okumura's great, he's a fantastic dude, he did all of this on his own with his own 2 hands, he's great, I look up to him, and it's like, there's discourse, and then there's this. This is just dumb.
It's just causing more trouble for us.
Ryuji, this isn't any more trouble than what we've been in previous palaces.
Whoa.
Man, it's like the moon base in Paper Mario.
It's as though we're in a film.
I was gonna say, it's kind of like a James Bond movie a little bit, but, well, a super futuristic one. Get your ass to Mars, Will Robinson. I've never even seen that movie, so I can't even jokingly quote that and expect anyone to take it seriously. We could probably get rid of these swimsuits now, can't we? Whoops. Yeah, I don't think our minds are on Hawaii anymore. Hold on. Back to the norm. Actually, no. Well, yeah, back to the norm there. Actually, I could just do this and that and that and... Okay, they're good. Okay. Yep. Back to normal. There we go. That's much better. I mean, controlled temperatures and stuff like that, so we wouldn't have been cold or anything in this environment, but it wouldn't have been good. Oh, and did Morgana take his SP adhesive with him too? Hold on. I mean, I hope he did, because that would help him, but... Yeah, that's mine. He definitely did take it with him. Okay, well, it's good. I'm glad, but it's also some money, so... Probably Dudbun, probably. Good thing she's always with us, because she's our navigator. Who should I take with me here? Well, the party members wouldn't know this, but if we're in a futuristic spacey place, I guess you could kind of imply that electricity might be halfway decent because there's a bunch of robots. I don't feel like Anne or Makoto would be any good in this part, though. I guess we gotta take at least one of them with us because 4 party members, so... Who needs the most experience? 36, 36, so you guys are even. You guys are even too. Damn it! I don't know. Makoto, because she can heal better, I guess. I don't know. No, actually, Anne, because fusion power seems like something that would be in the future type of a dealie. So if the robots are powered by anything, they're probably powered by fusion cores. So, well, that's also a possibility there, Dudbun. They could be either immune to electricity or get powered up by it. Well, if Ryuji doesn't work, we'll switch him out. It'll work out fine. Basically, most of our elements here wouldn't really work out well, would they? No velvet room to speak of either. Any thoughts, Futaba?
Let's get moving.
Cool. Let's get going then. Let's save it actually before I get going. And I mean, even if electricity doesn't work that well, we always have physical attacks to fall back on with Ryuji, so I suppose that could work too. How are we doing with our personas, by the way, though? Well, we've got OP as fuck Shikioji, so I think we'll be fine. I don't think there are that many enemies in here that are weak to light, if I recall correctly. Not robotic enemies, anyway. There are some non-robotic enemies in here, though, so we might be getting into those later. So it's an elevator, huh? Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see if they get short-circuited or if they're immune to it and they just act as a conduit or something. We'll see. It's a good thing we got a tech expert here. And again, how did Morgana get in? He's not exactly a tech expert. Maybe he crawled through the vents because, you know, he's a cat, so he can do that. Well, anyway. This is stealable. Is that a brain in a jar? Well, it was a robot arm in a jar, really. Okay, let's try door number 1 then instead of door number 2. Oh, okay. Automatic doors, nice. Any shadows to be dealt with? Not likely. Okay. So far, so good. I think. Nobody out here? Probably shadows, Ryuji. Probably shadows. Or it could be workers. That could work too.
What? There are tons of them.
They all have the Big Bang Burger logo.
I think I know what they're trying to say here, but let's see if they figure it out.
Saying something. You must adhere to your shifts. If you don't like it, you can quit.
Ah, so they're supposed to be the office workers, basically.
However, you will not be compensated.
That kind of sucks. No severance pay or anything?
What are you talking about?
Damn.
Oh.
Did that dude just die?
They said it's being disposed of.
What the hell?
These robots are part of Okumura's cognition, correct? That means they represent
his workers. Yeah, don't tell me.
This is pure speculation, but this is most likely how the workers of Okumura Foods are viewed by their CEO.
Damn.
So he thinks they're his robots?
Well, yeah, basically. He thinks they're like tools that can do his bidding.
As well, then the company truly is exploiting them.
Okay, well that's fair, but again, we were supposed to be investigating the mental shutdowns, and I still don't see how this relates to Okumura.
See? Okumura is a piece of shit, just like I said.
That was never in question, Ryuji.
Mona is our main objective here.
Yeah, also we need to find Morgana.
He doesn't seem to be anywhere nearby. Let's search further in.
Okay.
Damn it.
Well, maybe this wouldn't have happened if you hadn't spooked him off by basically telling him he's useless. I'm placing all of the blame on Ryuji, I know, and it's not fair to him necessarily, but because it's partially also Morgana's doing, because he's having a hard time, but he's blowing it out of proportion. But anyway, yeah, let's keep moving, see if we can go find Morgana here. I was gonna say, what's with this? But oh, those are already there. I thought those were only there in Third Eye. Nope. Can I? Oh, I can't. Any enemies around here? Right now, apparently. Nothing to steal there. Look at this space thing, a UFO. Good question. I have no clue. That's stealable, though.
I can feel it.
It's a little tricky sometimes seeing what's stealable and what's not here in Okumura's palace because Obviously, the whole container doesn't glow like in previous palaces. It's only the thing inside. And sometimes that's a little tricky to see from a distance, so... At least for me. But it appears to be a bunch of robot parts in a capsule. A warped wheel, huh? Okay.
Focus.
And there's a treasure chest out there. Okay, well, let's see if we can grab it.
Huh? What?
Wow. Well, you know, Futaba, if you hadn't told me to hold on a second, we would have gotten through that before it closed. Just saying. Biometric authentication. Probably needs a familiar bio signature to get through. And I'm obviously not familiar, so that's not gonna work. Registered personnel. What, do I have to get a part-time job at Big Bang Burger now? Oh, God.
Oh, this is...
Think you can hack it, Futaba? That's not gonna work, Ryuji.
What's up with this?
It needs familiar biosignature.
Look at it. There's no way we can force that thing open.
Seems like another cognitive block to me.
We've hit a blockade quite early, but we have to control the real Okumura's cognition to pass.
That might be a little tricky considering he's the CEO of such a big company.
Oh, that means Mona hasn't been able to proceed any further either.
Well, that means he's got to be around here somewhere
So
then.
if he's here in the palace, he would have to be somewhere before this door.
Okay, well, let's just double back and look for him.
Halt, Vigilante!
Excuse me?
Who's that?
Okay then. That's some get-up you've got there, girly.
Those clothes. Could she be?
Yes, it is. It's Garden Girl.
A black mask?
Oh! Wait a minute here. This may be more of an interesting find than I thought. Oh boy.
Wait, is she the one Madarame and Kaneshiro were talking about?
Yeah, she's got a black mask. This could be bad!
The reason for all those people going brain dead? It was a girl this whole time?
You seem like you're surprised, Ryuji. That's a little sexist, don't you think? Let's hear her out before we jump to conclusions?
Are you the one who's been following us?
Someone's been following us? Boy, good on you, Yusuke. I didn't know I didn't even notice. I know that laugh. What the hell are you doing here, Morgana?
You're okay.
Long time no see, Panther.
Hasn't been that long.
It's been days, Ryuji. It's been long enough.
If you came for the treasure, you should just go home with your tail between your legs.
I could say the same to you.
Actually, we were looking for you.
Yeah, we've been worried about you, dude.
The treasure will be taken by me, and this...
What?
This beauty thief.
Beauty thief? Really?
Beauty thief?
You couldn't have picked a better name?
I'll have you know she's a persona user too.
Well, that is kind of implied, considering she has a black mask and she's able to survive in here, so... Yeah, that's basically the reaction there, Carbon. That's basically...
My name is Beauty Thief.
Welcome to Die. My name is Magneto.
She really called herself that?
I sure hope not. I'm pretty sure it's probably Morgana's idea.
Any tension that was in the air has just gone out the window.
Seriously, though, like, what the hell? Nice flip, though.
The treasure.
Do you know where it is?
Mona already said that.
You are not qualified to be Phantom Thieves.
There's qualifications? Shit, man, I need to start working out. All your beauty are belong to us.
To be a Phantom Thief?
Yep.
An admirable Phantom Thief is... Yeah, tell them.
Does she even know? If she's the one who's been messing around in palaces, then how would she know what an admirable... What even is an admirable Phantom Thief? Like, come on, man.
You, what do you think it means?
I guess I kind of want to say the first one, but honestly, I feel like this is more in line with our way of thinking because, like, we just kind of fight for the people whose paths we've crossed who need help, right? I mean, we don't really necessarily help I guess we kind of do help weak people, though, don't we? People who are unable to fight for themselves, I guess. But I feel like this is more in line with the we follow our own code of justice type of a deal, you know? So I guess it's either one could work. I'm gonna go with this one.
That's no good, I say.
Well, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it, but that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to that, too, so...
Enough with the idle chit-chat.
You started this conversation.
You started it?
Yeah.
Mona, who the hell is she?
Wait, I'll fix this.
How?
You!
Me?
Learn to take a hint.
About what?
Huh?
And you're very vulgar and very stupid.
Are you just talking for Morgana at this point? Notice how he conveniently skipped over Futaba there.
What was it again?
You came all the way here just to say that.
You could have just told this to us to our face, Morgana, and then we could have figured this out.
I don't know. Kinda feels like she ain't dangerous at all.
Is she really the one who's been messing around in palaces?
We will take the treasure.
A third time's the charm, maybe?
You already said that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have time to chat.
I agree, so why have we been doing it for the past 5 minutes?
No point, it won't open.
Don't
Oh.
underestimate us.
Well, Morgana's not an employee. Maybe she's an employee. It's very cringy, yeah.
Here they come.
Oh boy, here we go. What? You've been running from them this whole time. Have you never fought one of them?
Snap out of it. We need to go.
You have a persona, don't you?
Spot. Let's hurry.
Why didn't we fight them? Did I miss something?
Oh, hey.
Hi, what's up, guys?
Bet you're tired.
Well, yeah. He's sleeping.
That was quite rough.
I don't know.
I haven't felt exhaustion like this since I first awakened to my persona.
Well, I think part of it was that cringy cutscene we just watched, Yusuke, so...
What have you been looking at all this time?
Sorry, I just didn't want to stand around and wait.
Hmm.
The burglary at Okumura Foods is circulating the news again.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ryuji.
Oh, damn it. Why'd they keep coming after only me?
Who? Oh, the shadows?
Miss Beauty Thief opened that door.
Well, apparently she knows how to get inside.
Most likely had a biometric authentication lock. So how'd she get it to open?
Again, what if she's an employee at Big Bang Burger?
I wonder who that girl could be.
Good question.
We were told that she's a persona user, correct? Do you believe it's true?
Well, based on the way that she reacted when we were faced with a fight back there, no.
Well, she did look like one.
I guess.
Did Mona betray us?
For her, I don't know if that's so much of a betrayal as a very incompetent decision. It's not like him.
I want to believe that too.
Well, then believe me for believing in him.
I don't think he's betrayed us.
Yeah.
If he had, it'd make more sense for him to directly threaten us, such as exposing our identities.
Makoto, that line of thinking is sound, but you gotta remember, he's a fucking cat! How would he expose our identities? Excuse me?
Either way, how the hell's Morgana related to that beauty thief?
He probably just found her on the street, man, and was like, hey, you want to go somewhere cool? And then he popped her into a fucking metaverse and was like, hey, we're going to go explore this place. I think he's hoping that she's a persona user.
She looked about our age.
So, do you guys really not... Are we really playing the we don't know who she is card? Seriously? You said that style of dress, blah, 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 Makoto. Were you just referring to the black mask or, like... God. The stupid is rubbing off on us! Yeah, exactly, Carbon, exactly. Yeah, Team Rocket, basically. They're missing a member, though. We're really playing this card. We're really playing this we don't know who she is card. We're really doing this right now.
Wait, what?
God damn it.
But now that you mention it, I feel like I've seen her too.
We just saw her like 6 days ago.
Is she a student of Shujin?
Yes!
I just feel like that's the case. She did have a mask on after all.
This is as bad as people not knowing who Superman is from Clark Kent. Like, are we really that dumb? Seriously?
The student council room has photos of every student. Let's check them all tomorrow.
So there are times in games where I'm a silent protagonist where I wish I could just open my big fucking mouth and say, you're all the stupidest people on the face of the earth. I'm leaving and doing this myself.
If we can figure
'Cause come
out
on!
the beauty thief, that may help us regain contact with Morgana.
Futaba
Okay.
and I should further probe into Okumura Foods then.
Okay.
It would be best if we investigate how sudden mental shutdowns are connected to them.
Let's just do it then. Let's just waste another day.
We are gonna take them down.
Why are you on board with this now, Futaba? I know that he's a scumbag for exploiting his workers, but this has nothing to do with the mental shutdown incidents. I hope it gives me a chance to save here. Thank God. For fuck's sake. No, Carbon, that's pretty normal, I think, which is why this whole situation is completely stupid, because it's like, you should be able to tell from other features. Who else in all of Japan has orange hair? Like, come on! Her dress wasn't even a different color or anything like that to make it like, okay, well, maybe it could be somebody else or her hair color or something like that. Literally, her dress is the same color as the one she wore in Hawaii and at the school. And she has the same hair color. So why are we struggling with this? Well, that could be a rumor. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because most fast food places do stuff like that, so... Well, great. Again, this doesn't sound like a problem for us, though. I mean, it could be a problem after we take care of the mental shutdown incidents, but not right now. Please? Please? Yeah, Misty. Yeah, well, things are going up in flames in my head as well because all of this is stupid and all of you are stupid for thinking that it should be done. Well, that's fine, but they can take their opinions and shove them up their asses because we don't do this for the fucking public. Yeah, that's irresponsible. That's exactly what they're doing, Futaba. They're acting like spectators. The public's cognition is getting warped. I would say they're going to have their own palace soon, but they already do. What do you mean, Yusuke? No, we don't have a reason to take Okumura down, Ryuji. He's not related to the thing we were analyzing the data for in the first place. The only reason we have to take him down is because Morgana is in his palace and doing this himself, and we need to do something about that, but after that we can just put it on the back burner until all of this is taken care of. Once we finish out this whole mental shutdown incidents thing, then we can come back and take care of Okumura instead. All of you are being stupid! Stop being stupid!
I should write something.
That's going to do it for today's episode of Persona 5 The Stream Edition. Come back next time for more incompetence and dumbassery by the part of our party as we continue down the rabbit hole of the worst part of this game. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I will calm down and cool off by Tuesday, and then I will see you all on the next one. Take care, and have a good night. I'm going to take a minute to breathe now. I'll be right back.